There we go. We are live. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, man. What do you think of the Super Bowl so far?
Bro, the Super Bowl, it's been kind of, I don't know, I can't explain it. There's nobody scoring, and then all of a sudden San Francisco started scoring. But the halftime show with Usher, it dragged in the beginning, and like this guy was sweating balls, bro. Like you could tell he's old. You could tell like he was already like fucking tired. But then towards the end, he had a little like in the middle of it, he had a little break, and at the end, that's when like Ludacris came out
Oh
and
shit.
Little John came out and they performed that. What was that song? That Yeah song.
Yeah,
Is that what it's
yeah,
called? Yeah,
yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Pediatric music
yeah.
and shit. Put a walkers and shit. Everybody came out in their walkers and stuff.
Yeah, bro. I feel like and there,
What is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome back. It's Sunday night here at the Average Boys Podcast. It's your boy Crispy. I am here chilling out with a good friend of ours that we brought into the show today. These guys have been going around for a minute. These guys have, been all over the valley when it comes to the hip hop scene, the rock scene. These guys have such an amazing sound. We have one half of the duo of PopularLon3r in house. We have Honda.
yo,
Honda,
yo,
welcome to
yo.
the show. What is up, my dude? What is up?
What's
How you
going on,
doing, man?
guys? Glad to
It's
be
good to
here,
meet
bro.
you, man. It's good to meet you. I'm super happy that we got you on the show. You guys have been making such an impact in the valley, like South Texas music scene. You guys are like really, really about it. And I myself am a huge fan of your GTFO song.
Hell yeah,
Like,
bro. Appreciate
yeah,
that.
dude, that shit is wild, and man. It's good that you got the opportunity to hit us up. We got to talk a little bit and collab and say, hey, you know what? Let's put you on the show, man. Yeah, what's your Sunday like, man? How's your Super Bowl and all that stuff been going?
Man, dude, first of all, I'm not a fan of football. So, like, I really don't care, right? Even if it was the Cowboys, whoever, which is never going to happen, right? But
Mhm.
I'm just not a fan of football. But the halftime show, Usher, I've been a fan of Usher since I was, I'm a I'm a 90s baby. So, I mean,
Mhm.
we grew up listening to Usher and shit. But, bro, he's old,
Yeah,
sweaty.
he's struggling,
He
man.
could barely walk. Like his little dance moves were like instead of 360, they were like 260. You know what I mean? But hey, they made up for it at the end, bro. They brought in Usher. They brought in Ludacris. They brought in Lil Jon to end out the night with that Yeah song or Yeah Yeah
Mhm.
Yeah song. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's pretty much it, bro. And then and well, Taylor Swift is in there in the crowd,
Just
which
chilling though, right?
just chilling, bro. And I don't know. That's about it.
It's just a weird chill, right?
It's
Who would have
just a
thought,
very
dude?
weird Super Bowl. Like then I think Kanye came out in the fucking stage
There's so many
too.
people, dude. Right next to Taylor Swift, I saw that Ice Spice was hanging out with her.
That too. Like a whole bunch of people. I don't know. It's very odd.
Isn't it kind of weird, like when you see that type of audience, like you have like Taylor Swift, and I mean, she, everybody kind of knows she's like a pop princess, kind of like singer and whatnot. She makes real popular, like like mainstream. And then you got like Ice Spice. Ice Spice makes like that hard rap, female kind of like Cardi B kind of sound, right?
I hate
So
that
like,
shit.
oh really?
I
Oh
hate that,
man, dude,
bro.
it's gonna get crazy, dude. It's gonna get crazy. Like, so tell me. So you don't like Ice Spice at all, then?
I don't.
What do you
Like
what
I
do you
don't like
feel like?
any of these female rappers like Cardi B and all that shit. Like that ski. What the fuck is that?
It's a little bit wonky, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm okay. So when I was younger, I grew up with like Tribe Called Quest.
Hmm.
Fucking Wu-Tang Clan's probably like my banger. I
Yeah.
love the Wu-Tang Clan. What else? I mean, of course, like Dre and Snoop and all these guys, like way back, PD Pablo, dude, like all those guys back in the day,
Two
kind
and
of
a half
stuff. Like
crew.
Two Live Crew, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
two
Not
life
even
crew.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I grew up with all that stuff. So like, of course, I mean, even you guys in the new age scene, like you guys are still bringing like this whole new like sound where like you're doing like rap and then you're doing like the rock stuff too.
Well, that was like our whole idea was like we felt like nowadays what's coming back retro shit, right?
Retro shit.
So I've always been a fan of early 2000s. You know what I mean? I'm 36 years old, about to be 37 next year. I mean, next month. And Troy, he's still fucking young. He's like 23.
Oh,
So
nice.
Troy was into the whole era, like Little Peep and like
Oh shit. Yeah, yeah. The new
MGK,
age. Is that the
the
Zanny
new
kid?
age shit, right? And
Yeah.
Suicide Boys and all
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah,
And
dude.
I come from the 2000s age, so we were like, hey, let's mix some 2000s with some modern shit and let's see how it sounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all the sound that you hear, even in our hip hop stuff, it's gonna sound kind of retro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's we're making music not just for the younger generation, but for the generation that actually grew around that era, that listened to Fuel and Creed and like all the Red Hot Chili Peppers and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah, yeah.
a win-win.
So like Honda, like for you, like when did it all start? Like when did the love of music, when did the desire to want to go out and make your own like sound like really hit you?
Like the thing is, like I grew up in church, right? So my parents, so if ever since I was a little kid, I grew up in church and I learned how to play like the drums and the guitar and the bass, and
Oh
it was
shit.
one of those old school churches, you know what I mean? That it's like, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody's like, nah. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, I learned how to play the instruments, and then from there, I kind of just stopped, and then I got back into it again, started playing like in bands, playing cover bands for like Slipknot and
Nice.
Mudvayne and stuff like what is Guns N' Roses, you know what I mean? So I played in a lot of cover bands, and then I completely stopped, bro, for like years. Like I didn't want to know nothing about music. I didn't care, whatnot. So when I took my tattoo, because I also tattoo. So when
Mhm.
I took my tattoo business serious, I told myself, hey, what if I use some of this musical talent that I have to make more promo for my tattoo shit, right? And that's how I started. I ended up making a song or whatever with one of my friends. His name is Bakri. He's
Oh,
real
nice.
big over here in the valley too.
Yeah,
Bakri
he's pretty
Levinsky.
solid, man. I've heard his stuff, man.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
boy right there. And we made a song together and it hit. So from there, I just started making music and incorporating my to my tattoo business, and that's how I started getting a lot more clients and a lot more fans. And then I ended up starting another group called the 956. And I started that group with somebody else, but we were more like underground. It was more like underground rap and stuff like that. But that wasn't really the route that I wanted to take. I wasn't ready to just be doing underground shows. I wanted our songs to be on the radio and on the news and being able to play for like the city, and stuff like that. And we can't. Most of our songs had a shitload of bad words in them, bro. So we were
Yeah.
like, nah, we can't do that. So
Mhm.
then that's when me and Troy linked up and we started doing Popular Loner, and our first song that we had made was Hate Me. And that's the song that really launched us off, that got us in the news and
Mhm.
got us into playing at venues or for the cities here in the valley. And then we started busting out GTFO and all that stuff. But our rap music has bad words, but we don't really perform our rap music like when it's like these events where it's like all ages. You
Yeah, you got to
understand?
do like clean work, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We only do our rap, so we're kind of have our feet in both sides. So we
Nice.
have it on the underground and we have it in the mainstream. So whichever pops off first, there you go.
So you
So
got Popular Loner doing like that's like a comedy template. When people do
yeah,
stand up
and we
comedy,
and
like
our rap, we like to do comedy,
yeah.
straight up comedy, bro.
Well, no, no. What I mean by that is like when you do stand up comedy, like you
Yeah.
have to be able to do a clean set and a set that just has
Oh
bad
yeah,
words in it.
definitely. Yeah, yeah, exactly like
Because
that.
for some reason, like as a comedian, I used to do stand up comedy a long time ago, and I used to have just a dirty set. And
Yeah,
when I went and performed at the Comedy Store and in Corpus Christi at Crazy Times, right?
yeah,
One of the owners of Crazy Times was like, "Hey man, you did real good. How long have you been performing?" And I told him like, a year or two or whatnot. And he's like, "Well, I'll tell you what. Like, if you would have started here and you had a comedy club, I wouldn't have let you perform more than 3 minutes. And I used to do 45 minutes with my friend Raymond. So I was like, 3 minutes? Why?" And he goes, "Oh, because all you do is say bad words." And I was like, "Okay, like every comedian says bad words." Like I thought that was normal. I thought that was like, it's cool or whatever.
yeah,
And he says, "Well, in the concept of performing, people are already scared to go on stage. So for you to go on stage, people are already like expecting something. What's up, David? What's up, Rob? What's up, Vince? Good to see you guys in the comment
What's up,
section. Thank you
guys?
guys for jumping in with us, man. Um, he had told me, of course, people are going to be already like kind of excited to see you on stage because they themselves would be nervous to be there also. And then they see you comfortable. And then
Yeah,
you say the F word and they're like, oh, so you already got like, it's more of a psychological thing that people are laughing alongside with you.
Yeah.
He goes, but are your jokes intelligent because they're good, or is it because they have cuss words? And I was like, oh shit, that's a good question. And then he's like, at the same time, he goes, I'll tell you what, like the next time I meet you, give me like 15 minutes of clean comedy. Like just he goes, I know you have a 45-minute show and I pay you $500 to come on stage and do it, but try to do 15 minutes in your set that's just clean. And I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. I could not do it for the life of me. I had to say bad words, and I was like, maybe this shit ain't for me, dude. Maybe I can't do this right. There was something that made me like, I don't know, it made me like question myself as an intelligence, like intelligence in what it was I was
Yeah.
creating. And after I realized that I couldn't do clean sets, my friend Raymond Horta is a great comedian, a Valley legend here in the comedy scene.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he tells me, he goes, you know what's crazy, Chris? If you can't do clean sets, like you can't make the extra cash at like schools, at churches, at venues for politicians or sheriff's department or border patrol, like any of those people that want to have an event and they want to do something, they're gonna overlook you because of cuss words.
Exactly.
And I was like, man, dude, that sucks. So it's cool to hear that with the idea of like the rap scene and the metal scene and the rock scene that you guys are doing, that you're considering the idea of being, yes, you have like the street cred variation and the imagery of doing like a, you know, a band of with like the hardcore essence, but then at the same time you're like, hey man, but we do have a family friendly set. Like we're about like, you know, bringing it to the families and everybody, like the community as a community. So that's really badass, man.
Yeah, bro. And even in our like rock music, we're not like promoting like we want to kill ourselves or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's really just straight up clean about relationships. Or that most of our rock music is just really me and Troy when we were like brokenhearted, you know, from our chicks and stuff. We would just have a bad day and we would just hit the studio and just be like, "What's up, bro? How are you feeling?" Nah, not too good. Well, let's put it on the mic then. So
Yeah.
every song, every rock song that you hear from us is a true story. Like it's part of our lives. We passed through there. And yeah, that was pretty much the idea, bro. We wanted to make something clean, something how that we could also play maybe like at a church event and stuff like that, like how you
True
mentioned.
that.
We get invited to go perform for like McAllen, for Edinburgh, Ed Couch, Donna, you know, all these places. And we get nothing but love from these people, bro. And I see how excited these kids get. Now, I know these kids listen to fucking music with bad
Yeah,
words
like
in it. You know what I
all
mean?
over the place. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just something. It's just I've always been taught respect, bro. You know what I mean? Um, you will never see me smoke a cigarette or drink a beer or something in front of my parents. That's just me, though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, respect it.
So our parents always taught us, hey, like you're not supposed to be cussing and doing all this shit like in front of like people. You know what I mean? Grandparents, because there's older people that go, bro. Like you know what I mean? The older Mexican tradition. We live in the valley. You know, like more than half of the people here are Hispanic, and a lot of them are like old traditional. You
Traditionalist.
know,
Yeah,
exactly, bro.
traditional.
And we want to be able to make a sound that's gonna be acceptable for everybody, if it makes sense.
True that. True that.
So
Like,
yeah,
okay.
that's pretty much. I felt like if we would have just stick with our hip hop, we would have never came on the news. We would have never been invited to all these different places and stuff. And I have a lot of homies that tell me all the time that make music, and they told me, bro, like how'd you guys do it?
See, that's what I
And
was gonna ask.
and I'm like, bro, all we did was be humble. Of course, that's number one. If you're not a humble person,
Mhm.
you ain't never gonna be there, bro. Like if you're the type of person that you start shit with everybody, you go on the internet and start saying, "Oh, I'm the fucking best, and I'm
Mhm.
this, and I'm that," or "fuck you and your opinions." Like you're never gonna get anywhere, bro. I've seen dudes that been doing music for 15 years and have legit badass music, and nobody gives a fuck about them, but because of their attitudes,
Because of their
you
attitude.
know. So humbleness is number one, and then second is you have to be clean. Like when do you ever hear music with bad words on the radio?
Mhm.
You know, Wild 104, they never play anything with bad words. And if your song, like let's say for example GTFO, I don't ever hear GTFO playing on a radio station, but because it's just nothing but bad words.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
because
I
it's, I
mean?
mean, it's literally like on the main, like the chorus, right?
Yeah, bitch, get the fuck
Yeah,
out the.
yeah,
You know what I
my
mean?
way, yeah,
Oh, yo, bro, you'll hear us play that on spring break and shit.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we're gonna be in spring break at Clayton's on March 10th.
Nice.
and there we're gonna release all our vulgar language songs, right? But
Yeah, that's when it's gonna pop off crazy.
yeah, so to me those are like the underground shows. Those are the shows that it's okay to do that shit.
Hmm.
But yeah, bro, we really love our sound, our rock sound to be super clean, and that's what's actually been helping us. So that's two, having good music, and then three, just being very persistent. Like if you just release one song and you expect, like, not even a video, just one song, and you expect to blow up with that, then you still need a lot to learn. It takes more than that. It takes a lot of promotion. It takes having a solid team. It takes having a manager, like having a PR, having to put content every single week. Sacrifices from your family, sacrifices
Yeah.
from buying yourself something that you really want because you want to invest it in promo, or you want to invest it in like better quality videos and stuff like that. And that's what we did, bro. We invested our money with Valdemar. You know him
Mhm.
too. First
Shout out
Class
to
Cinema,
Balde,
and
man.
yeah, shout out to
Shout out
Balde.
to
To me,
Balde, man.
he's one of the best videographers here out in the valley,
Yeah.
and he taught us a lot, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. He, like, because of him, like, we got a lot of this knowledge, and we've just been striving forward.
Hmm. So, like, when you first like got on the scene, like, how long has it been since Popular Loner has been on the music scene?
So Popular Loner officially has been on, like, around for a year and 2 months.
Damn, dude, and you guys are already at like 20,000 views on Facebook. You guys are out there, man. Like,
Yeah, bro.
what would you, I guess, quit to the idea of what got you guys that popular so fast?
It's just like I said, the structure of it. So me and Troy would sit down, and we had like a chalkboard, right? And we would always, no, and dry erase, and we would always put, okay, bro, January, from this day to this day, we're gonna fucking promo this, be on this podcast, and throw this picture on there.
Okay.
And then the next following week, okay, next month we're gonna do this. We got this show, we got this. So we would plan everything out,
Planning.
everything, bro. If you just wing shit, it's not gonna work. Trust
It's
me, been
hard,
there.
yeah.
So we played it smart, and then, like I said, we got all the podcasts that we were gonna come out in already scheduled. Okay, you want us when? October? Okay, that's 6 months from now, but we already have it. You know what I mean? So we don't have to worry about what we're gonna do this day at this time because we already have a podcast.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a show in 3 months. Okay, cool. So boom, 3 months. So that means we have to do practice 3 times that month. Okay, so we schedule our days. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
once the stuff starts coming in, that's when we start um planning our things ahead of time.
Do you think that type of format that you guys use to make yourself popular would work for like the next band? Or do you think it's
Yeah,
something that's
yeah.
like,
Check it out, bro. Because it's like I told you. Look, I know a lot of people, and I don't
Mhm.
mention names or nothing like that. But I know a lot of people that have good music, but they just trash talk all the time.
Yeah.
So you're building your character means a lot too, bro. So, like me, I used to, but when back in the day, bro, like, I used to just fight everybody. I didn't give a fuck. I would pull up to your house, fucking knock until you came out, and, like, just fucking fight you because you laughed at one of my posts.
Hmm.
I was that guy. You know what I mean? I did time in prison. So, like, I did like 5 years.
Ouch.
And
Ouch.
and it's like you learn all this type of respect in there, and then you get out, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, why are you fucking disrespecting me, type of stuff, right? So my mentality was of a child. To me, that's not a flex. To me, that's a child. So, I was that person, and nobody would fuck with me, bro. And the people that would fuck with me was because they legitly really did like my music, or because they were my clients. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But once I let all that shit go, and I really got into my head, and I started going to, like, church, and, like, I started, like, getting a positive uh um uh
Mindset.
mindset,
Yeah.
like, it completely switched, turned upside down, bro. Like, and I started doing lives in the mornings, encouraging people to fucking, like, wake up and be happy with themselves because they woke up another day, whatever problems they got going on, brush it off of your shoulders and just push forward. Don't let fucking life
Like that.
fuck you in the ass. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. True that.
Basically. and I just started hanging around with the people you hang out with too. It makes a lot of sense, bro. Like I started hanging out with people that thought the same way I did. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, yo, bro, like be happy that you're fucking awake today. Like, you're right. Or like you're going through problems and I'm getting all mad. Oh, bro, it's because this guy's talking shit about me. This guy's this and this guy's that. Bro, be happy that they're talking shit about you because you're doing something right then.
Yep.
The more haters that you have, the more haters that you have, it's because you're doing something
You're doing
amazing,
something to
bro.
get their attention. Yeah.
Exactly. Then you're doing something right. You are legitly on top if you have a shitload of haters. You know
Yeah.
what I
That's a
mean?
good point.
So that's what it is too, bro. Surround yourself with positive people, and it all leads up to the main answer, which is just having your a positive character,
it, it's crazy
basically.
because like you're dropping some really really good knowledge about this stuff, and this kind of like I don't know why, but like in my mind when I'm hearing you talk about it, like it resonates with the idea of like men's mental health, right?
Yeah,
So like
exactly.
yourself, like you're a guy that comes from like this like streets, you know what I mean? You got a lot
Yeah,
of street cred, you got a lot of street knowledge, how you said you spent time, and you did 5 years, like you went through a lot of stuff in that process, and then you came out, had to be like desensitized to come back into civilization and kind of get back
yeah.
into the normality of being around people. Like in the sense of like in the streets, right? Like people that you meet on the everyday basis, like at the tattoo
Hmm.
parlor, or like, people that, come also from the streets that, you meet on an everyday that you may meet on just in the community that you're a part of. Like, how much do you hear of like the like people like in depression, like men struggling just to be able
Bro,
to
you
find
you I hear
happiness?
that I hear that all the time. You see, it's because there's two different types of people. There are people that like to say all these sad stories and all these things because they want you to feel sorry for them
Yeah,
and because they just want the attention.
the tension.
And then you have a group of guys that really do have go through mental health where they try to do good and then life just kind of just bah. You know what I'm saying? Or people don't acknowledge that they're trying to do good, or maybe they're stuck in a bad relationship where like the wife doesn't support it because it's not always the guy that fucks up in the relationship.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know what I mean? It can be a female too. Females can also like bring a lot of damage to a and make a man do crazy ass things. You know
True.
what I mean?
Yep.
So I've met a lot of people, bro, that really are going through it because look, a guy's job is to pay the bills, work, provide for the family.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Make sure that they have a roof over their heads. Make sure that the car is running good. Make sure that the kids have something to wear for school. Like it's a tough job. Just like females have a tough job too because they clean the house and they wash clothes and they make sure that the kids are healthy and all that shit,
Hmm.
whatnot. Like men have a big job too because a lot of people think, oh, a guy's job is just to go work and then come back. Nah, we go through a lot of shit too, and we have feelings too. And sometimes when our kids, don't think that the present that we gave them is good enough, that hurts our feelings, type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we make
Yeah.
examples. And so, dude, there's a lot of men that do go through that, bro. And there's a song that we made called "Someone's Home," and that's the whole song is about mental health, about you're knocking at the door, any door, you're asking if someone's home and to let you in because you just need somewhere to rest, and that's what the chorus says. It says, "Someone's home, let me in. I just need somewhere to sleep."
Right.
Cause you're in my head, left for dead, and all these drugs they bring me peace,
Bring
which
it
is
peace.
all the pill meds that they give you.
Hmm.
Like they say, nah, just take some Xanax or take an antidepressant. Nah, it takes more than pills, bro. Because once that medication's gone, that the mental health is still there. Like
Yeah,
your
the
problems are
trauma and
still
stuff.
there regardless.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
So
super crazy, man. Even in my community, like I deal with fighters and boxers and kickboxers and MMA guys and all that stuff, and
yeah.
it's so wild when you see someone that comes from strength and like a
Hmm.
survival kind of mentality, and they are struggling just like they've almost reached the limit that they're
You don't
almost
know
in
how
tears.
broken they are.
Yeah. It's super crazy, and it's basic stuff, man. Like people just
Yeah.
talking about like everyday life outside of the fighting aspect, the punching
Yeah.
and kicking and learning all that stuff, and they're just like, man, I'm just struggling to make rent or
Bro,
keep
I
my girl
feel you,
happy or
bro.
whatever.
Even at the tattoo shop, that's where I get the most people, bro. Because at the shop, you get all these people that instead of like cutting themselves, that's how they take off. They
The
take out
tattoos.
their.
Yeah.
It's through tattoos, and they tell me, bro, I love pain. I love feeling this because I'm going through shit right now, and this is helping me. So
True that.
to me, like that's like their therapy. You know what I
That's
mean?
therapy.
Getting a tattoo done, and it's wild, bro. Because I hear all these stories, and I'm just like, damn, bro. Like I never knew how much broken people there are in this
True.
world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True that.
And that's where I have my chance, and I start talking to him. And you know what? Look, bro, like I know you're going through this shit, and I just met you, but since I'm already tattooing you, like hear me out real quick, right? And I talk to them and whatnot, and it develops a bond, bro, between an artist and their client. And then they hit me up for more, and they hit
Yeah.
me up for more. And I'm not doing it for publicity, but I do it because I feel like when you're a good person and you show that to people, God's gonna bless you.
True that.
You know
True
what I
that.
mean?
True that.
So I just try to be a good person to anybody who lets himself to be. You know what I mean?
True that. Well, you know what? We got Triggers in the green room, and you know what? He might
Hell
be
yeah.
able to add to this also because he's a bartender and he always has that situation where, a person comes up and just kind of like, puts their whole life on him.
Yeah,
Triggs,
hell
what's up, my
yeah.
dude? Good to see
What's
you, man.
going on, dude? All right.
What's up?
Jesus fucking Christ. All right,
Yeah.
I'm here.
He's all set
God
up. Yeah.
damn
So
it.
Triggs needed to get his computer set up. That's why it took him some time. But good, Triggs. It's good to see you, my man.
Yeah. My God. Finally here. I'm sorry for the echoes that you're probably hearing a little bit. I have literally zero noise cancellation in this room. I
all
like
good.
just got here.
It's
So
all good.
like
Honda's outside and chilling out on a bench, just kicking in the middle of the yard and shit. They're at a barbecue and shit.
bro, my Honda's like right over here, dude. I'm gonna start
Yeah, my
projecting it
Honda, yeah,
tomorrow.
he's got a Honda. That's awesome, man. Hey, well, yeah, like I said, we got Honda from PopularLon3r in the shop here today. Good to have him on. He's just
So
giving us
I've been
some
listening
breakdowns.
for the past 20 minutes now, give or take about 20 minutes now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been keeping up with the conversations. I jumped in as you were talking about your like right in the middle of your comedy career.
Yeah, well, no, that was me talking about like the template, right? Because they
Yeah.
use the same template for their band the way that we did for comedy by doing like clean sketch and
Yeah, no, I heard.
It's really cool, man.
Yeah, I heard all of it. Like I said, I've been in like the watching for like the past 20 minutes. That way I can be like, okay, I'm not
Yeah, you're
I'm
in,
not
yeah,
gonna
he
like
knows.
jump.
You're not completely
So what are
lost.
we
He's not
talking
completely lost.
about?
Yeah, that's good, man.
But yeah, man, kind of like what Chris was saying. I'm a bartender. I've been a bartender for like 16 years. Right? I started when I was 18, and I have seen literally everything under the fucking sun.
Yeah.
Like, and heard it all. I think you and I are like two sides of the same coin. And I say that because you have such empathy for these, like for your clients. And for me, I just feel it as a nag now. Because I'm kind of just like,
goddamn.
yeah, I'm like, all right. No, dude, like I remember a different, not the bar job that I currently have, but I've had bar jobs before where I've been like, some girl was like, I just finished getting divorced. My dude used to hit me. He wouldn't let me see the kids. And I'm kind of just like, sucks, dude. Sucks.
It just sucks.
Yeah.
But it's because it's like more of like a come and go kind of relationship with these people like Triggs. Is that for you? Because I feel like
Yes and no. Yes and no. And the reason that I say that is because like in his environment, people are there for some sort of catharsis, right?
Yeah.
For me, while technically yes, it's the same thing. You're there for a cathartic reason. It's not the healthiest catharsis that you should be getting, which is alcohol, right?
True.
Yes, I'm here to serve alcohol. I'm here to have help you have a good time and stuff like that. But if you're here trying to drown your sorrows, and let's be honest, the three of us have probably done it way more than we care to admit.
Sure.
I mean, I fucking sure know that I have, and especially even recently. Yeah.
Do you get like have you ever gotten like multiple people like telling you their problems like in like the same night, like in the same while you're fucking there at the same time?
Dude, I had a girl, dude, no shit. I had a girl who like described to me, I'm just on God, dude. Described me as an angel because I gave her solid advice the moment she had just finished signing her divorce papers.
Oof.
She blacked out and left her tab. So this is why I'm like, I don't like people. I don't like problem people. And like, this is what, yeah. So apparently, like, think of like, you know, fucking homeboy who just got like, you know, this badass chess piece. Hey, bro, thanks a lot, dog. I'm gonna hit you later.
And then walks out, doesn't pay. God, that would suck so bad, dude.
Yeah.
I'll chase that motherfucker.
Yeah, he could catch it, man.
No,
That's
I
crazy,
guess the thing with I have more empathy for them because with me it's just one person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Of course, some people have the same fucking story, which is like what you said. My boyfriend left me. He fucking hit me. He left with my sister. You know,
Yeah.
then he fucked my mom. Like type of shit. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, that sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't know what to say. Yeah.
But I guess it depends on the conversation because there's people that literally pour out like their fucking feelings to
Hard
you,
out.
like, bro, like I can't take it no more. Like I feel like my girl doesn't appreciate me, and I'm working like all this time and like I all this type of shit, bro. And then if it's stuff that I can relate to, then I'll fucking help them out or whatever. If it's stuff that like, bro, like get over it. You know, there's other bitches out there. Then I'll just be like, bro, well, there's another girl. There's a lot of girls out there. Go fucking, you know what I mean?
For me, it's usually more often than not, and I can usually judge by now the situation well enough where I can be like, you know, you put yourself here, right? Like this isn't like a boohoo situation. This is a boohoo for me situation, and like I hate that. Like I'm kind of just like, bro, like first and foremost, this is your problem. Secondly, like you put yourself in this problem, so I'm not gonna like fucking cry about it for you. Like, cool, dude. Like, give me my $5 and I'll get you another Michelob or whatever.
Fuck
That's hard, man. So Honda, what I wanted to ask you is like, okay, so with that idea of people coming in and dropping emotions and things like that about their daily process, like how much does that weigh on you when it comes to like writing lyrics and making music and stuff?
It doesn't really affect me because like I don't write about other people's experiences or it gives me ideas to write. Usually, whenever the shit that we write, me and Troy, it's everything we've written. It's me and Troy. Like all the lyrics have been me and him. Like I say a sentence and then he's thinking of some other shit, and then he tries to like, bro, okay, like I went through this experience. And we try to find like shit to write about that experience and to be able to fucking comprehend with it. You know what I mean? So it's really just our personal experiences. But like I said, when people tell me their problems, I just try to help them as much as I can, and that's it. On to the next one. You know what I mean?
So what would be your origin story? I guess in the idea of us, like, so here at the podcast, we're like a big nerd podcast, right? What would be the Popular Loners origin story? How did it all become?
So I ended up when I met with Troy and we made our first song. We weren't Popular Loner when we did our first song. It was just a feature, and this guy was like, "Look, bro, let's start a band or whatever." And I was like, "Hell yeah, bro, let's do it." And then he's all like, "Look, I have this thing and it's called Popular Loner, and I want to make it into like a shirt business, right?" And I was like, "Fuck that, let's name our band Popular Loner."
Nice.
And at first he came up with this name that said popular and then loner, but with an AR at the end. So PopularLon3r. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this just sounds stupid as fuck, bro. And then he was like, nah, bro, it's cool. And I'm like, no, it's not. And he's all like, well, Popular Loner's already taken. And I'm like, nah, we're going to call ourselves Popular Loner, but with a 3R at the end, right?
Okay.
And he's all like, bro, that's some Eminem shit. And I was like, nah, trust me, bro. Trust me. It's going to be badass. So we ended up leaving it like that, Popular Loner with a 3R at the end. And then we hit up Valdemar and we told Valdemar, Valde, we need a fucking logo. And we need it now. He's like, well, what do you guys want? And I'm like, I want like a skull with like a hoodie and just like a representation of someone like a loner. And that's what he fucking did. He fucking did his thing and he made the little skull monito. So the logo that we have, which is this one right here. Right there.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
I love that logo. I think it's super cool, man.
Balde did that logo, and that's basically our origin story right there.
Nice, man. Nice, man. And where would you say you get your inspiration for music? Because you got a lot of different sounds, man.
We get our inspiration from like early 2000s, early or like 90s music. And Troy gets his fucking shit from like this new age crap. Like
The new
fucking
age
I don't
stuff,
know. Yeah, like Suicide Boys and Little
Ghost
Peep
Man and
and
stuff.
yeah, like shit like that. So that we kind of just mix everything together.
I mean, you guys got a rad sound, and like I said, like I think personally, out of all your songs, I think "Get the Fuck Out" is like that's legit, man.
We submitted that song to like shitload of places, bro. Like other people to review the song and shit like that, and they always have nothing but badass reviews about it. One time in the video, I'm getting pissed on by a guy,
Yeah, I saw
right?
that shit.
So
That's what's
yeah,
up, dude. That's
they
what's up.
fucking
That's fucking
they
hard.
clowned the fuck out of me, bro, for that, right? But hey, but they did say though, but we're never gonna forget this, and that's
Yeah,
what
it's
we're trying to
edgy.
stay in your mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like Eminem when his first songs like with fuck or like okay, what's Andy Dick? Look at all the shit that Andy Dick does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or
It's the
Tom
edgy
Green.
stuff, right? It's the stuff that people remember. That it's like things that
Yeah.
people are like out of their comfort zone.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
that's what we kind of wanted to do was do shit out of the comfort zone. And like we have like another song called Chillin', and in Chillin', we're dressed up as fucking Pineapple Express. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And then we're like literally the Terminator comes out. We're
Hmm.
playing Blades. There's Dragon Ball scenes where we're Dragon Ball characters. Did you ever
Hmm.
get to see that video?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw all
Yeah,
your
and
videos, dude. I went over all of
yeah,
them.
and I appreciate that, bro. And like we try to get a whole bunch of like '90s, early 2000s, nostalgic
Like
shit, and
retros
just
and stuff. Yeah, retro.
exactly
Yeah, you're
and
trying to
throw it
give
in the fucking
nostalgia, right?
yeah,
Let me go
exactly,
ahead and I'm
bro.
gonna send a link so everybody can go and check out your page too. So,
I
um,
appreciate it.
what would be like the I mean, pinnacle, like I guess the pinnacle, right? What would be the pinnacle of what you guys have been able to acquire with your success so far with the band?
Like, what do you mean a pinnacle? I'm kind of stupid.
Like no, no. I would say like what's been like your highest mark? Like what's been like the dude, I'll never forget this. Like
Oh, shit. We
you got me
opened up
right.
for we opened up for Mexican OT. You know who Mexican OT is?
Yeah,
Bet.
yeah, yeah,
That's what's
dude.
up, dude.
Okay, so that's shout out to the homie. That's a homie of ours, right? But we opened up for him when he came down to the valley, and we were gonna legit. We were right next. We were gonna open up, and we saw these other artists opening up, right? And we are like, bro, I see all these dudes going up in stage. We gotta fucking do something that's always gonna people remember, and this and blah blah blah, right? And we were thinking, and it just so happens that the same homie, shout out to Bobby, that has the green lowrider that we used in GTFO
Yeah,
was
dude,
at
that
the
was
show,
smooth, man.
bro.
That was
He
beautiful.
was at the fucking show, and I was like, oh shit, this is where my fucking mentality was, right? And I was like, bro, do you mind if I use your car? Or we use your car and we drive to the stage with it, like if it was like a WWE fucking
Yeah,
entrance
yeah,
and
yeah. I
shit.
got that shit.
And the
Real
homie was like,
fucking
"Fuck yeah, bro,
Eddie
do
Guerrero
it."
style and shit.
Yeah, so I was like, do it. And that's what we did, bro. We got in the lowrider and we fucking went all the way to the front of the stage. And we started the song with the crowd. So we started performing with the crowd. We weren't on
Nice.
top of the stage. We weren't like we were like above everybody else. We were like, nah, we're a part of you guys. We're just like you
We're in
guys
it.
and shit. You know what I
We're in
mean?
the trenches,
And
man.
then after the show started, then we climbed up to the stage after our second song. But we wanted to make an impact, bro. And I feel like that's gonna be our most memorable one so far.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say because you guys are on the up and up, man. I see you guys working all the time, and I mean, even like being in like you, like I said, you've only been doing this for like a year and a half, and
Not
you're
even
already
yeah, it's
that's
barely
already
gonna
like
be a
a
year and a
huge
half, bro.
mode.
Yeah, and it's crazy, bro. But it's like I told you, like it all depends how bad you want it. It's like when
Mhm.
you're playing that fucking game and you just can't pass that fucking level. Like, are
Mhm.
you gonna fucking just give up, or are you gonna just fucking be like, fuck this, I'm gonna keep going?
You keep
You know
going.
what I mean?
Real
And
Dark
that's what
Souls and
that's
shit.
that's what we did, bro.
Bro, that was me in Kingdom Hearts 2. I think I put
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts 2
Bro, I
down
haven't
for
played
like
Kingdom Hearts
2 years, and then
forever.
I finally beat Xehanort, and I was just
Yeah.
like, all right,
All right, man.
all
I've
right.
manned up, man. Manned
Yeah.
up.
And
That's how
then
I
3
was
came out,
in
bro, and I didn't even get touched in 3, bro. 3 was too much.
It was too much. What were you
No,
gonna say,
dude,
Honda?
like too easy.
what
My bad. Like it was fucking horrible.
Go
yeah.
ahead, Honda.
No. My bad.
Oh no, what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
No, I was just saying. I
Oh
was like, dude, this is way too easy. But this is I'm just going off track. My bad.
yeah, me
Honda,
too.
what were you gonna say, Honda?
Oh no, I had the same. I had the same problem when I was when I barely started playing Ocarina of Time. I
Oh,
couldn't
church,
The
yeah,
fucking. I
dude.
water
couldn't kill
level,
the
bro.
fucking. I couldn't kill the fucking spider.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
the spider low. So like, okay, so Honda, like, you sound like you kind of you dwell in the nerd culture
Bro,
also a
I
little
am
bit.
a fucking nerd in disguise.
That's legit, dude. Let me know, dude. What is it that okay? So what? First off, like, what makes Honda tick when it comes to the nerd culture? Like, what is your thing, man?
So first of all, everybody thinks that I don't like games or I don't like cartoons or I don't like this shit because I have tattoos in my face and like I look a little scary sometimes because I like I don't know fuck whatever for some reason. Um, but I'm for like I have to go to the toy section and to the video game section.
All the
You know, I
time.
mean, every time we go to the fucking stores, you would always catch me at GameStop or like fucking like I prefer to fucking stay home and play Fortnite or Call of Duty or
Mm-hmm.
some shit at home than going to clubs. I don't go to clubs. The only time we ever go to clubs is whenever we have a
Performance.
performance.
Yeah,
If not,
performance.
I fucking stay my ass at home and playing video games.
Damn,
So yeah,
that's
so
the
to
life right
me,
there,
it's
man.
whenever I enter a room and I see people like playing games or like they have like Pokemon cards or some shit, bro, I sit down with them. Those are my people. You know
Those
what
are
I
my
mean?
people. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
bro.
that's what
Back
I
in
like to
school
hear.
and shit,
Ooh.
bro. It took a long ass time. I didn't have no girlfriends when I was like in middle school and shit. I had Pokemon. Like I had cards and I had like I would carry the fucking belt right here, the Pokemon with fucking Pokeballs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was a straight up fucking nerd, bro. I'm not gonna.
That's awesome, man. That's fucking funny, dude. That's good shit, man. What is it? So what do you what would be like the thing that you're into right now, like when it comes to like games, or what's something that you're playing like at the moment, or
Fortnite
even like
every day.
comics though? Which one?
Fortnite every day.
Fortnite every day. How are you
Look, and
liking the
bro,
Ninja Turtle
people make
thing?
fun of me. They're like, "Oh, you fucking Fortnite player," and I play zero builds. I don't fuck with builds.
Yeah, I suck at
Um,
builds, man.
and I just like it's like you see your favorite fucking character with a gun shooting people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like that's
It's
fucking
it's
badass.
crazy, dude. Are you? Because I like to do art. And I love the art that Fortnite has for all the characters that they bring out, like from all the
Yeah,
different like IPs, right? Like you have like the Marvel characters, the DC characters, you
yeah,
have like
yeah.
the Rick and Morty characters, but like the way
Hell
they're
yeah.
drawn is so good
The Ninja
in the
Turtles and
Fortnite
shit.
stuff. The Ninja Turtles just dropped and they look fantastic.
Yeah,
They look
I'm
super
so
good.
happy they don't look like these piece of shit new turtles.
Oh, you didn't like the new ones?
Fuck no, bro. I think
Did you
it's
watch the
that's
movie?
Bro, yeah, I did. That shit was so like it's just too modern, bro. Too woke and shit.
Too
Like to
woke.
me.
Okay. So are you kind of like in the middle when it comes to like the nature of like a lot of these movies trying to do like the wokeisms? Like, are you into like Star Wars?
Fuck
Like, we're
yeah.
big on Star
I
Wars,
don't.
dude.
I fucking hate new awakening and all that shit.
Oh, dude, you didn't like the trilogies? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
We weren't
didn't
about
like
it
the
either, dude.
whole Ray shit or none of that shit, bro. I think they completely fucked it up all up. I stopped watching Star Wars like in like after Return of the Jedi or yeah, Empire Strikes. Or which one was it? Return of
Yeah,
the Jedi, right? That was the
Return of
last
the
one.
Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get it. Triggs, I think Triggs lost signal. Let me
He
give
was
him
like,
a.
"What? You talking shit about Star Wars?"
Nah, dude, we fucking. Yeah, he's just said his PC just crashed. That was him. He's like, PC just
Yeah.
crashed. Dang it. He'll come back on in a
Yeah.
little bit. But yeah, we're the same way, man. Like, we were not big fans on how they handled the
Fuck
last
no.
trilogy of Star Wars. I think there was a lot of missed opportunities. It was one of those things like, for us, it was one of those things they had like almost 30 years, man. 30 years to get it right. There's a huge
And
ass gap. You know what I mean?
not just that, but isn't there like a fucking female that's gonna start filming the Star Wars shit that said that she's gonna piss off guys?
Okay, so yeah, so that's one part. But that was done in an interview that was before the Star Wars stuff.
Uh huh.
So like that I feel like that was kind of like taken out of like out of conversation, I guess. And the
Yeah.
reason why is because she had said that previously for something else. Like it wasn't about the Star Wars project. I think like right now with the environment that Marvel and DC and all that, oh not DC, but like Disney has been in, I think
Mhm.
they kind of get that they're fucking up a lot because
Yeah.
they've lost literally every film that they drop. It's all below par.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of been bad since after Infinity War and Endgame, right? Which are
That,
the big movies.
to me, Infinity War and Endgame were like the last good fucking more. Well, Spider Man was badass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And fucking Doctor Strange and the
The Doctor
Madness
Strange
one.
Multiverse of Madness.
That one was pretty badass too.
You like that one?
Fuck yeah.
How'd you like the America Chavez's character, the little Puerto Rican girl?
I mean,
Okay, so before, she is like that in the comic too. She has the two mothers. Like, she comes from a universe where there's just no men. Like,
yeah,
and
no,
that's
that's completely. No, don't get me wrong, bro. Like, I don't have anything against like gay people or lesbians or nothing like that. That like shit.
Like,
they're all part of us. You know what I mean? So or nothing like that. So I already kind of knew the
hey, what's
history.
Up, welcome back.
Yo,
yeah,
I already kind of knew the
his
history.
trash.
My PC crashed, and I was just like, "Oh shit!"
Honda was like, "Oh man, we talked about Star Wars. Triggs didn't like it and left."
Star Wars is trash, dude. Ray's the best.
Ray's the best.
Yeah,
but did you? Okay, so tell me, like, so what did you think about America Chavez's character? So Honda says that he enjoyed Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It wasn't that bad of a movie, and it was okay. I mean, past that, I feel like it just keeps getting worse and worse in the Marvel universe, right? Like,
yes, I do feel that. I totally agree with that shit.
Doctor Strange
is a fantastic actress. America Chavez is a trash ass character.
Yeah, the little Puerto Rican girl is a little rough. Like, how did you feel about it?
I don't know. I think they just I really didn't honestly. I really didn't give a fuck about her character. Honestly, you know what I mean? But I cared more about Doctor Strange. I just like the fact that they brought the zombie Doctor Strange and they used all the fucking souls for his cape and shit.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Fucking amazing. And then the whole thing with what's her other name?
Wanda.
With Wanda too.
The Scarlet Witch.
You know,
and
if you with Scarlet Witch, if you saw WandaVision, then like this is like a treat. You know what I mean? Like
it's like an addition to what it is that we got from
WandaVision. That's all it is.
And you know what? Like, as a matter of fact, talking about that, Paul Bentley, the guy who plays Vision, he recently came out on another it was at MegaCon or something like that, another convention upstate, and he was like, "Hey guys, like, just letting you know I'm coming back. Like, Vision's gonna return soon, so be ready." So there was talks a while back that they were gonna do a show called Vision Quest, and it was gonna be about Vision's character after the WandaVision situation, which kind of ties into Triggs. You got to correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't it tie into Young Avengers? Like a little bit with like the Viv, the daughter and all that stuff. Remember, he like creates a daughter or something?
Well, yeah. Yeah, and I think it does go into Young Avengers, which, like, to be honest, is probably going to be the more seamless way of actually bringing in the new Avengers, because you're already going to have Wiccan and whatever the fuck his brother's name is.
Is there going to be such a thing called Secret Wars or no?
Yeah, dude. Huge comic book. That's literally like, that's what we always talk about, because Triggs, like, that's his favorite comic book arc. Yeah, he literally somewhere in his room right now, he has the big ass graphic novel, but he's in the process of like getting his like stuff unpacked. So like, I don't even think he has it with him like out in the open. But
so are all the old fucking Avengers coming back, or
you see, that's what we're always talking about. They have to, because in the comic books they're there. None of the Young Avengers are in it.
I keep hearing that Tony Stark's coming back as Iron Man, but I don't know.
Dude, I wouldn't even want him to come back right now, man. like in the idea of what Marvel's doing with their movies, like, would you really want him to come back to this?
Fuck, not right now.
No, I don't want him to ruin it. Like, it's gonna ruin him. He's gonna like, and then it's such like a cheap cop out.
I think so. And the reason I think that is because I bet he'll like just like pop in and be like, "Okay, Daddy's here to save the day."
Yeah, Daddy's here to save. Yeah. It's gonna be something like that, right? That would be.
I started this shit again, and I can fix it. Don't worry about
it. What was worse for you? Was it the Marvels, or was it what was the other one called? The one with Angelina Jolie.
Oh, the Eternals, man.
The Eternals.
You know what?
The
Marvels, dude. The Marvels fucking tanked to me, man. Yeah. It was a hard watch, dude.
I'm glad
it was a really hard watch.
I only watched like the first 5 minutes and I turned it off.
And it's a hard watch. It really is. And nothing against. I think Brie Larson's a gem, man. I think she's just a pretty lady and stuff. And I was like really trying. Yeah, and then the girl, the Miss Marvel girl, I think she did very well on her. She had a little TV show for a while. So like, I think she did super good on her show. I thought it was a little weird, but like, I just figured I wasn't the audience. So I was like, all right, well, the girl did fine. She did amazing as her character. So I went in there and I was like, all right, cool. The girl that played Spectrum, the chick with the black girl, like Monica Rambeau's character, I think I wasn't like, I thought it was okay, but I just thought all of them had pretty much the same powers.
Yeah.
Like, and then, you know, what's her face? Miss Marvel, like in the film, like earlier she was headbutting Thanos, you know, she went through a ship, you know, she's doing all this like hardcore crazy superpower stuff.
And then in the movie, she's like a weakling.
Yeah, and then she's getting her ass kicked by some chick with a hammer, dude, for no fucking reason, man.
Because they made Gaia too strong.
Yeah, yes, they did. They made her way too strong, man.
Fucked everything up, dude. As soon as I saw that last episode, I was like, nothing matters anymore.
Yeah, nothing matters. Nothing
matters anymore.
How are you liking the new Daredevil stuff that they're talking about?
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Did you ever get to see the Netflix series?
No.
No, man, you should definitely watch.
Is it going to be tied up to that?
Yeah, and you know what? Now, well, the thing is now they said that it's a canon. So they said that it is a part.
I'm scared to watch shit that is not going to be relevant when the movie comes out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, that's absolutely correct.
Yeah. How do you feel about Madam Web?
It's gonna fucking tank, dude. That's such a bad call, man.
I have to go see it.
That shit was retarded, bro.
That's so bad, dude.
I was like, all right.
That's the thing. This is literally Honda. This is literally our podcast every weekend, dude. Someone will be like, "Yo, what do you think about this?" And we're like, "Fuck, dude. Like, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad." Madam Web is such a. I mean, we've discussed this a million times. Like, no one's asked for a Madam Web movie. Nobody asked for this shit. No one's asking for Craven's movie. No one's asking for any of this dog shit. But Sony's about it, dude. But then again, you know, we got to give it up to Sony. They made the Miles Morales Spider-Verse movie work.
Yeah.
Morbius did not work for the time we're in. But I tell Trigger and Brian all the time, like, if they would have released Morbius when they released the old Wesley Snipes Blade movie, it would have made sense. I would have loved to have seen those two characters.
They could have just used Wesley Snipes again on the new Blade movie.
Is of Morbius.
You know what? And they did drop information today about the Blade movie. And they said it's back on production, and the movie's going to be about Lilith. I don't know if it's Lilith the first mutant, but Lilith like a character who's going to be going after Blade's daughter because she wants to make an army of Daywalkers. Bro, I mean, I read comic books, and I'm not that into it, but I didn't know fucking Blade had a daughter. Like, Triggs, did you know Blade had a daughter?
I didn't know Blade had a daughter.
I know he had a daughter, man. That's crazy as hell.
I just feel like the old school Blades were like fucking graphic, the way it's supposed to be. I hope they don't water down that shit.
No, it's supposed to be rated R. They literally talked about it today that the Blade movie will be rated R, which I mean goes right into the conversation. Deadpool 3 just dropped today, the trailer. Yeah, and that looks mighty fine.
It looks fucking badass, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say
they're gonna make it up. They're gonna make it up with Deadpool once.
Yeah, they're gonna make it a rated R film, and I think it's gonna work tremendously.
Isn't he gonna like fucking go and like destroy the old
Fox universe?
Fox universe?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like that a lot. Yo, Triggs, as a matter of fact, you guys asked me when we were talking about it in the chat earlier, and you were like, "Yo, was that Doom standing on that tower?" And we were like, "No, it was a sniper, right?" But then after that shot, yeah, go ahead, Hundo. Triggs, you might have to pick your volume up just a little bit.
There we go.
Yeah, perfect. So right then and there, you see the dude with a sniper rifle that kind of has the face mask. Yeah. And then later on, you see a dude sitting there like in a purple and yellow suit.
Okay.
I'm going to need to rewatch it.
Do you know that's Pyro? It's Pyro from the X-Men movies. The kid, the Iceman kid.
He's there?
Yeah, in the trailer, there's a part where he's saying something, and he's got like goggles on his neck, and he's wearing like a yellow and red suit in the Deadpool trailer. It's like in the middle, like towards the ending of it.
Oh, where he's like on the floor and shit?
Yeah, he's sitting down on the ground. That's Pyro. That's the kid from the X-Men movies.
Was that the actual character from
That's the actual dude, like grown up. Like it's the actual guy. Yeah, I didn't even recognize him at first. I was like, who the fuck is this guy supposed to be? And I had my closed captions on, and my closed caption shows his name as Pyro, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's the kid from the old Charles Xavier mutant or whatever. That's fucking cool, dude. Like, they're going to deep cuts, dude. They're going to do some real fucking deep cuts, bringing in a bunch of...
I want to see Deadpool go after fucking Deadpool from fucking Wolverine from the first Wolverine movie. It's his
Oh,
buddy.
the Wade
Same
Wilson.
thing.
He already killed him, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, at the ending of Deadpool 2, he goes back in time and puts a bullet in him because they turn him. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that shit? He grabs the the bullet, the adamantium bullet, and he fucking shoots him in the head, right? And he's like, sorry, hey, cool claws or whatever.
Yeah.
What kind of caught my eye, and Triggs, you can kind of call me on this, but everybody's back. Like, all Shatterstar was there. The fucking dude with the mustache was there.
Oh, yeah, Paul or Peter or whoever the fuck his name was.
Peter. Yeah.
Fuck off, fat Gandalf.
Yeah.
All of them came back. All the X Factor came back. The fucking Vanessa came back. What did I miss? Like, why are they back?
Okay, so obviously they're gonna tie in Loki because we're at the TVA.
Yeah.
He's looking at the MCU.
So you think he just went back and saved everybody from dying?
I don't know. Maybe
that would be fucking funny, dude. If he just like
people say that the bald person is Nova.
With the which one?
Is Cassandra Nova?
Yes, yeah. That it's okay. So there is a scene. I don't know if you saw that, Honda. There is a scene where like in the back of it shows like a Charles Xavier character with the back of their head like bald and shit. That's supposed to be Cassandra Nova, right? Which is Charles Xavier's
twin sister that never made it out of the womb.
Yeah, who died in the womb. But like, because Marvel Comics used to do some stupid shit back in the day. So apparently Charles Xavier fist fought his sister while they were babies in the womb, like inside the mother's stomach. And like in Mortal Kombat style, he fucking beats her ass and like pushes her out and fucking then she's like a preemie and dies. And he survives and becomes like the child that's born or whatever. It's fucking stupid. But like the baby then crawls like the what is it? Like the fucking placenta and all that. She crawls into the bushes and like survives in the sewers. Or I don't know.
That's why I remember it. That's why I remember that guy. Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah. You remember
that is Pyro. Yeah.
It's crazy. You saw the video right now, right? Yeah, it's funny, dude. But yeah, we're gonna get a Charles Xavier female character, but she's a lot more like just like vicious, I guess. Like
she's a big old villain.
Yeah, she's like a villain. I don't know how strong she is when it comes to like her like telekinesis.
So is she gonna be like the main villain or what?
I think so. I think she'll be one of them. I have a theory that they're gonna do this thing in the Secret Wars comics, and they're gonna be doing the Life Raft. Like in the Life Raft, what it's gonna consist of is a bunch of all these crazy characters in 2 different ships, and one of them is gonna be Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four ship.
Yeah.
And then the other, that's like from the Fox universe. Yeah. And then the other one's going to be like, I guess, Deadpool's fucking universe. You know, it'd be really funny, Triggs, if they bought Maximus the Mad from the shitty Inhumans TV show. The guy from Game of Thrones.
Honestly, I don't like, I
don't put it past them.
I don't want them to touch the original story of Secret Wars. At this point, I'm okay with them doing whatever the fuck they're gonna do with it,
just so they don't fuck it up.
Yeah, just so they don't fuck it up.
We're
keep it original, yeah.
It's because Triggs, he's a huge fan of Secret Wars.
I heard. Okay, Ghost Rider or no Ghost Rider?
That would make no sense.
Secret Wars, in Secret Wars there was no Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
but like Triggs said, like there's a lot of people asking for Nicolas Cage to come back for no good on reason, dude. Him and all his 70 years age, you know what I mean? Like it would be cool if he was back.
He's like a huge Ghost Rider fan. He actually has a Ghost Rider tattoo.
Well, I mean, of course he is, because that was like, his fucking superhero. Like,
no, he had that like before he started the first movie.
Yeah. I know he's a comic book fan too, right? Because him even choosing like his name, like he made his personal name like Nicolas Cage after Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Like after the Defender Luke Cage. He chose Cage because
he was about it. Like
he was about comic books back in the day. Like I understand that. But like not to be rude, but he is pushing like fucking close to mid 70s, well 60s right now, right? So
he's probably in his 50s, probably hitting 60, but yeah.
Honda, let me ask you then. What? Who would you choose if you could choose a Ghost Rider now? An actor, who would you choose it to be?
Shit, I don't even know, bro.
Everybody always talks about Norman Reedus, the guy from The Walking Dead.
That's
and
what I was.
Boondocks.
That was.
Dude,
that's
that
what I
guy's
was about
also
to
like
say.
gonna hit
But
like
he's like
730.
52, right?
Yeah, that guy's like 737 or whatever. Like
737
Maybe
years old.
maybe Norman Reedus when he was in the fucking Blade
Boondocks?
era.
Oh, dude, yeah, a lot of people don't even know. That's where Honda knows his shit.
Man,
That's
bro.
great, bro. Not even a lot of people know Norman Reedus was in Blade.
Yeah.
Blade
When
2.
he was like, haha, Whisker, I fucking snapped your shit or
Yeah,
whatever the
Blade
fuck.
2.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good, man.
I was
fucking
just
nice.
beginning to like him.
Yeah, damn it. Yeah, fucking Whisker. Yeah, it was so good. That was such a great movie, dude. Man, I love the Blade movies back
That's
in the day.
actually
were
probably my
awesome,
favorite
bro.
one.
It's because
The second one?
I feel like
Yeah.
that's how Marvel movies are supposed to be. Like
True.
that. Like
Well, I
more
mean, a lot of people
dark.
don't even know that Blade movies saved Marvel as an industry. They saved the comic book industry, literally. That's why it's so crazy. Like, I mean, me and Triggs and Brian too, we would trip out all the time when they would always talk about like, I guess like them making like, oh, the first black superhero or whatever the fuck, like the Black Panther. And I mean, shout out to Chadwick Boseman. Like, we love the guy, but he wasn't the first black superhero in Marvel Universe. Like, we literally go Wesley Snipes 100%. Like, if it wasn't for him, like the Marvel Universe could have been way more separated than it is right now, because they were selling all that shit way back in the day. Yeah, it was so good. But that's why, like, also I hope with all the stuff that's going on with the new Secret Wars movie, like that in some way, even with Blade, I mean not Blade, Deadpool, like I hope they give homage to Blade in some way. You know what I mean? Because actually, if it wasn't for Hannibal King's character, which was Ryan Reynolds' character in Blade 3, the director never would have told him like he was made for Deadpool. Yeah, because he was like 100% when he saw him act that character out, he was like, bro, like you are Wade Wilson. And he's like, who the fuck is that? Like, he didn't know who it was. So he's like, then he looked him up, and then they offered him the role later because he was recommended by that director. And then he came in and, he did really good without the blades and as himself. And literally it was just Hannibal King from Blade 3.
Bro, it's because he's fucking funny. Like,
he's so
that's
good.
how he is in real life.
Yeah.
He's just
like, he's so good.
Yeah, bro. Like I hate him in his fucking chick flicks, but everything else, bro, is everything he makes is fucking great.
That's a good call. Chrissy in the comment section says, I used to think that the guy who played Negan would have been a great Ghost Rider.
Oh, Negan?
If
Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Yeah, if he was younger, dude, he would have been a pretty good Ghost Rider.
Yeah, true.
What do you guys think?
I could see Jeffrey Dean Morgan as like an MCU Punisher.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He's such a badass dude.
He'll be a badass Punisher.
Yeah. Shout out. What's up, Angel? Good to see you in the comment section. Says, I can't wait for the Deadpool Wolverine movie. True that. And Rob in the comments also says, the boys need to watch Ninja Kamui. That's a new anime that dropped on Toonami last night. If I'm not mistaken.
I just watched it. It's
Ninja
good.
Kunami. Or Ninja
Kamui.
Kamui. Yeah, it's like super crazy. Like, it looks really, really good. Like, they just dropped it on Toonami last night, which is like, Cartoon Network and stuff. So, but it's like a fresh new anime, right?
Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Go for it, brother. Go for it.
All right.
Yeah. What is up? Good to see you, John. Always a pleasure having you, my man, my best friend in Corpus Christi, brother at heart, man. Growing up, love this guy. Yeah, and shout out to everybody on Instagram. Today we are live streaming to my Instagram page. Also, we usually do Twitch on my Crispy Plays, but this time we are on Instagram. So shout out to everybody on Instagram, whoever's out there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate all of you. Yeah, Triggs. What about that dude that was Barbie or Ken or whatever, dude? What about him doing Ghost Rider?
No.
Dude, have you seen him in Driver? What was that movie that he did? He looks fucking awesome as like that fucking crazy.
Dude, there's way more movies where he's way more gritty. Which Only God Forgives.
Movies I can't. Which one?
Only God Forgives.
Okay.
Like it's like another like really gritty like movie.
What's
his
name? Ryan Phillippe or Ryan Gosling or Ryan Gosling?
No. Yeah, Ryan Gosling.
So, do you think with the complexity of the character that he would play a good Sentry if they chose him?
If he was actually cast for it, then yeah, he could absolutely do that.
Yeah, I think he smashed that role.
But was it Will Pullman? I think is the guy who they're casting.
They chose another cat, right?
Yeah, the Bill Pullman's son. I think his name is Will Pullman or some shit like that.
Yeah, I might have another runner-up for Hyperion, man.
Honestly, I would like to see Ryan Gosling as Hyperion.
You know who else, dude? The brother from the one that played the Red Ranger, Jason, in the new Mighty Morphin movie, the one that came out on Stranger Things.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, man. Like he hasn't done anything of worth to me, like of actual merit outside of Stranger Things.
Hey, what's up? So we're talking about
it's because they were playing 16 and 16, I guess. So they were kind of tied on the Super Bowl.
Oh, shit. So everything's real tight right now, or what?
Yeah, I went to the restroom real quick, but I passed by there and it was like 16-16. So they're battling.
So it's 49ers versus Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is Joe Montana left the 49ers back in like 97 for Kansas City. That was the day I stopped watching football. Yeah, I was a huge 49ers fan. Yeah, I was a huge 49ers fan. Yeah, Joe Montana.
The day that I stopped watching football was in the 90s, whenever like the Cowboys stopped winning. I stopped watching football.
Yeah, in the 90s.
96.
Yeah, that's
96.
That's when Joe Montana was the quarterback of the 49ers. And him and Jerry Rice were like one of probably the top wide receiver and quarterback teams like ever. Like they like could read each other's mind practically. And then the following year, Joe Montana left 49ers for Kansas City. And that fucking broke my heart, dude. I didn't understand football past that. I was like, yo, I thought you had the perfect team. Why would you leave? Like, I was freaking out as a high school kid. Like, I thought that my fucking world ended, dude. Yeah, and then I never saw football. But yeah, now look at us. A bunch of years later, 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Jesus Christ. That's the way it goes. So Honda, let me ask you more questions, man. When it comes to Popular Loner, like what is it that you guys what's your like I guess like theme? What's your outreach? Like what's the thing that you want to really get out there when it comes to like making music and stuff?
Just to fucking make music for people, bro. Like just good music, and we really don't really have a theme. We just want to reach out because a lot of our rock songs that we're releasing now, they're like deeper and deeper. So like it's mostly to reach those kids, bro, that or people that are just that they're going through problems and they just use music as an escape.
Muse.
You know what I mean?
Like a muse.
Yeah, and that's what if you really think about it, there's a lot of artists that are like that, bro. Like one of my favorite ones that passed away was Chester Bennington, you know, with Linkin Park and shit. Like they would make music for not for kids, but like for people, bro. When people that were going through shit, they were going through it. You know what I mean? And Linkin Park was there. Even like Limp Bizkit would fucking make music for you know what I mean? To you feeling in a rage mood, you fucking listen to that.
Throw anything on.
You know what I mean? That's what I see all these different bands and artists. As an artist, as a musician, that should be our fucking goal, to reach out to fucking people and that being their escape. You know, if it makes sense.
Yeah, I got you. What's your view on like the music scene down in South Texas?
Bro, there's a lot in the music scene. There's a lot of people that are very, very good. But there is also a lot of fucking hatred and a lot of fucking like crabs in buckets. And I feel like as soon as an artist tries to like, you know, is starting to make it, like there's always going to be people trying to bring you down because it's not them. You know what I mean? And I feel like the RGV lacks in support. So instead of like fucking hating on the next guy that's trying to make it, like fucking support each other so you can get out there. You know what I mean? Like,
true that.
And I'm just speaking like realistically, bro, being real. You know what I mean? A lot of people make music as a hobby. A lot of people make music as an escape from whatever problems they're going through, and a lot of people make music because that's what they want. That's what they want their career to be like fucking artists. You know what I mean? So there's it's wild, bro. It's a pretty wild scene down here. You know what I mean? I feel like we lack in support.
What would you say what would you say is like the most like well, I mean, what I want to get at is like in the lower parts of the valley, like when it comes to like the music scene, we've all noticed that there's been like an uptick of like the South Texas rapping scene. Like kind of like picking up. How do you feel about the rap scene down here? And do you feel like it needs to have like probably a better better
like
style?
if you're like honestly, bro, I think it's trash. And even our music, like I feel like we last year our plan was just to have an impact in the valley and for people to hear our music. And this year we're focusing more on not the valley, like out there. We're
Okay.
hitting places. We're hitting promoters in Los Angeles. So we're actually going to be playing in L.A. Around April, and
Nice.
then we reached out to Florida. We reached out to Washington. We reached out to Ohio, and all these places hear our music and they like it.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean. And that's our outreach. Of course, this is where we started, and we love the people here in the RGV. This is our hometown and everything, but we're trying to be heard everywhere. And a lot of the people down here that do rap music and or like stuff like what we're doing, like it's just you always have to remember that the lower valley Mexican music's always gonna dominate.
Okay.
Like
Good point.
fucking corridos, fucking banda, reggaeton, like a lot of that shit. That's
Mhm.
what's gonna dominate down here. Like you go to a fucking wedding, all you hear is Tejano music. You go to fucking bars that are really popping. What are they? Fucking country bars.
Country set.
You know what I'm saying? Like country and fucking Tejano and conjunto and all that shit is king down here, bro. You know what I mean? So rap music and rock music are considered like minorities in the
Okay.
music world, if I can per se. You know what I mean? So you have a bigger opportunity to blow up if you're like if you have a Tejano band. Kind of like Frontera. Look at Grupo Frontera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen a lot more artists get signed or like have more gigs or like reach out of the RGV when it's Spanish. You know what I mean? It's it's
True
it's
that.
just it's in our culture, bro. Like if you make a rap show, I feel like out of 100 people, only like 30% of people are gonna go.
Okay. Like in
You
the
know what I
sense of
mean?
like people like supporting it.
This yeah, or people that just like rap music, or like usually in the age range, it's going to be anywhere from 16 years old to like 23.
Okay, so it's just like almost a small demographic of people that it reaches.
Yeah, because I mean, like that
Is it
that's
that like
that's
young
obviously
hustler culture kind of thing? Is that what
I
it kind of
guess so.
reaches?
It's like it's I feel like it's more for like young college kids and like high school kids
Like the
that
chavalos,
they'll
right?
that they'll go, yeah, the chavalos that they'll go to like these rap shows. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
we've been they've offered us to go perform at rap shows, right? So we go perform at rap shows and we get paid for them, and all we see are like minors, bro. All we
Yeah,
see are
little
like
kids.
fucking kids like smoking weed and fucking drinking and fucking like acting a
Doing
fool.
street
And
shit.
that's just the culture down here, like for these young kids.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them, like a lot of these cuz and a lot of like I don't know, bro. I can't explain it, but I've just seen a whole bunch of wild shit at these shows, and it's just a whole bunch of youngsters. And then you go to another show where it's like more adults, and you don't see that type of shit there. Like everything's more organized. Everything is more like structured. You
Yeah, I
know
was
what
gonna
I
say you kind
mean?
of get more into like the lowrider culture,
Yeah, exactly.
like the older cats, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the older
Like the
cats is
Chicano pride kind of guys.
yeah, so that's where the Spanish rap is gonna come in. So
Yeah.
if you do Spanish, people are gonna vibe with it. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
they can understand it. If
Mhm.
you're trying to rap and you're just like nigga this and nigga that and blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah and hustling and I be selling that and more like it's just not our culture.
Yeah, I feel like back in the day there was that guy that used to have like the big ass bandana that would rap. I don't know, you remember when Nino B and like all those guys back in the day?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there used to be I forgot his fucking name though. It was like something Brown or Cholo or something. I forgot. It was like Bobby or Little Bobby or something. And it was always like that real like rap, like real
Like
chill
like
East
like
Coast.
like
Like
yeah, like Lil Rob.
yeah, here you go. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was one
Like
of those. Like I feel like there's like a slip, right? And the slip is you have like the young cats that want to rap like with the way they see on the media, and they want to be fast and they want to be like coherent and do the mumble rap shit or whatnot. And then you have like the old school cats, which is like I think that's like primarily like what our culture sees, like our family culture, like our community sees rap as like the lowrider, like rappers, like the
yeah,
lowrider kind of stuff, right?
yeah, yeah.
So like it's real crazy because like we understand like that younger like the chavalo culture that wants to do like the mumble rapping and the new age style rapping and like the Edgar scene and the cuss scene and all that stuff. Like we understand what they want to do, but
Hmm.
it's almost like they're chasing it just to get to
because they're just seeing what they're seeing on TV, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're getting influenced. It's like how we would get influenced. We were listening to fucking NWA and fucking
Mhm.
all this other shit, and that influenced us, but it didn't influence me to become like one of that style rap. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But I just feel like a lot of these kids, oh, it's so easy to become a rapper. Let me just go ahead and start rapping. And they think it's a career, but it's not a career. I mean, I don't feel like music's for everybody. You know what I mean?
True.
Like some people have other talents and like should try other shit. But there's a lot of there's there's a lot of rappers down here. But like I said, unless you put marketing into it and unless like you really dig down in your craft and you find something that separates you from everybody else, you're just gonna be there. You're not gonna escalate.
Well, Omar in the comment section asks, I don't know about like Linkin Park didn't get it for him, but Dance Gavin Dance did. I don't know if you remember Dance Gavin Dance. That was another group.
I haven't heard Dance
No,
Gavin Dance.
they're an old
What
school
did they
kind
have?
of like around the same genre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then he said, have you guys ever thought about doing funny type rap? And again, I'm gonna recommend GTFO.
Yeah,
I
or
think,
chilling. Yeah.
yeah, or chilling. Yeah, I think GTFO is like fucking. You have
Yeah.
no idea how much I'm like, damn, dude. Like,
Did you see the cameo at the end with Chingle Bling?
yeah. At the very end, yeah, he
Yeah,
pops in,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
pops in at the end.
Yo, I was gonna ask you that too. Didn't you have, or didn't you guys collab with that dude that does the shit?
Yeah, yeah. He was
Oh
there
my
too.
god, dude, that was wild as shit. I
He
saw
was
that
he
a while back.
So he has a cameo and we have like a little introduction to Chillin', and he came out in the cameo, bro. And let me tell you one thing, that's my boy right there, bro. But he's fucking weird, dude. Like,
I don't know if it's like, okay, you can kind of, fill me in on this. I don't want to kill his vibe if that's his thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to like bust his balls or whatever, but like,
nah,
that's not a character. That's like him
that's
though, right?
him.
That's him.
And like, the
Yeah.
I feel like that's like Tourette's to him.
Yeah, I
Because
was going to
check
say
this.
that's his tick, dude.
Yeah, because when I went to go pick him up, I went to go pick up in he lives in Corpus. I went to go
Mhm.
pick him up in Corpus, and he's like, "Bro, can you take me to the store and get me a vape?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got you." So I took him to the corner store. We got a vape, and he was looking for the vape that he wanted, and he was like looking at it, and then he went. Then I was like, "What the
Oh
fuck?"
shit.
I was like, "What the fuck?" And
Was
he was
this
like,
before or after that video pop?
"No, after."
Oh, okay. Cause I was like, I know that guy's going to be like, I don't know if you remember like Scared Straight, like jail shit. You remember back in the
Yeah,
shit when they
yeah,
were taking
yeah.
kids? There was one of them that dude was like, yo, comb my fucking chest hair. And he was telling the kid to like comb his hair with a brush or some shit.
Oh
You remember that shit?
yeah,
Well, that guy
yeah.
gets out of jail and he instantly makes a website like comb my motherfucking chest hair and trying to sell shirts and like, cause that popped off. That was his meme. You know what I mean? Like that was his thing. And he wanted to ride that as far as he could to make a little bit of money or whatnot.
Yeah.
And this, like, I want to know if like that dude before the whole like hissing vibe,
He's
like if that was already a shit that he was doing, you know what I mean?
So he released that song was fucking that song was old, bro.
Really?
And
Fuck, dude.
yeah, and then they made a music video to it, and when they released the music video to it,
It just fucking went wild, dude.
yeah, bro. Even made a remix with Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, it went fucking nuts. Everyone was about that shit.
Did you see his interview at No Jumper?
No. I didn't get to see. I didn't get to see a lot of him. I just know he instantly fucking popped.
Bro,
And in my mind, of course, like I was looking at it and I was like, God damn it, dude, not another one, dude. But like I know like he's been about the scene though.
Bro, all my friends that are artists in Corpus Christi, they're fucking pissed, bro. They're mad.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, we've been working our asses off, and that's what makes it.
Exactly.
That's what makes it. Yeah, I would be the same fucking vibe too. And they probably see that dude and be like, "Yeah, this guy's a fucking silly dude in person."
Bro, this guy he wears a tutu in rollerblades. You know what I mean? Riding around Corpus. Like he's an odd guy.
Yeah, he's
He's cool. He's cool as fuck, bro. Like in person, like he's cool. Like you know what I mean? Like he'll catch a conversation with you and stuff and whatever. Right? I'm proud to call him a homie, but the dude is fucking. He's weird,
wild,
bro.
man.
He's wild. Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to know if that was like just a shtick, like if that's what he did, just like hanging around with the like on camera, and then like after he's like
he doesn't record at studios. He records off of his phone.
Yeah. He's just like a kind of run and gun kind of guy, right?
Yeah.
That's wild, dude. So what is that guy up to now, man? Is he still out there kind of like living it
Yeah,
or what?
he comes out, he goes live sometimes, and he goes live and he's like putting makeup on or like fucking
He's doing crazy shit still.
doing like shit that you're like, what the fuck is the matter with you, boy?
What the fuck is this guy doing? But it
Yeah.
works.
And every
But
time I see him and he sees that I'm watching him, he tries to add me and shit, and I automatically like, sorry, man,
the-
but I automatically fucking just like log off.
yeah, you're like, no, 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 don't bring me into this shit. Not
Nah,
right now, man. I
and
don't want
bro, and
this.
you got like, and there's people that you got like 300, 400, like sometimes 1K people
Yeah,
watching
just
them, bro,
watching him and shit.
and you're just like, what the fuck are you guys watching? Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck is?
kind of makes you wonder, man.
Yeah,
But
but
it's like,
people like weird, bro. People like
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Is people want an opportunity to just they like to see other people like again, it's like when I was talking about like stand-up comedy, like you go up on stage and people don't want to be on that stage.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? People want the celebrity, like they want the
yeah,
opportunity to be popular or be viral. They like that idea of being viral. They just don't like the work that has to be done to get there.
yeah,
Like that's and it's really crazy because like that dude, like the oddity of him is what created the popularity, not a skill. Like it wasn't a skill, it was just how weird it was. And then
yeah.
how common of a thing that, the thing, it's like
And it was
everyone
just
does that shit.
catchy. It was just catchy.
Yeah. And it's like,
Honestly.
everybody catches himself doing that. Like you'll be like, go that way over there. And like, it's like a Hispanic, like a Chicano thing, like a
Yeah.
Latin thing. You know what I mean? Like we do that shit all the time.
Like
Your
us
parents,
Mexicans, ah.
yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, fuck, dude. We're always doing that shit. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy, man.
So yeah, bro. That's just our culture down here, bro. It's like I had told you before. Like our culture is very different, and it's like a lot of people have told us, bro, if you were over here in fucking Ohio, you would already fucking launched by now. Or
Yeah,
if you
that's
were
the way
like
it
in
always is.
LA, you would already launched. And yeah, but we're over here in the valley, and like I said, in order for you, if you have any type of music that's different, you have to market yourself outside of the valley. It's
Yeah.
always good to have support locally,
Mhm.
and we thank people so much for the love that they give us down here in the valley because we thought we weren't gonna get accepted. We thought, our music's too different, and people fuck with it, bro. And it's people like you guys that listen to our music and fuck with it, bro, that keeps us going. Because there's been plenty of times where we've thought about giving up. You know what I mean? And it's just after seeing so many comments and after seeing so many like likes and shares and like we go, bro. I'll be walking, I'll be go to Walmart or some shit, and they're like, "Hey, it's Honda, Popular
Oh
Loner,"
shit.
and I'll be like, "What the fuck?" And the thing about me is, if you don't know me by my music, then you know me by my tattoos. And if you don't know me
Tattooing.
by my tattoos, you know me by my music. You know
Nice,
what I
dude,
mean?
nice.
So I get it's a little double for me, right? But it's crazy, bro. And I don't think I'm fucking Hollywood or I don't think I'm like better than anybody else. Like
Mhm.
people see me and they want to take pictures with me, and that's cool. You know what I mean?
It's nice. It's nice.
And same thing with Troy. We'll be walking together and be like, Popular Loner, and not like all crazy like paparazzi and shit, but it's just we see the difference, bro, and we want to thank everybody. It's nothing but love down here.
It's a really weird feeling, man. I've had that happen one time. I told Trigger and Brian about it. I was at a gas station and a dude points at me and goes, "Crispy, right?" And I was like, "The fuck?" Like nobody's gonna call me that. That they just have to watch the podcast. You know what I mean? Like for someone to be like, "Yeah, you're on the Average Boys podcast. You're the dude," and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like,
That's
yeah,
crazy, bro. That's
it's a
hell
weird.
yeah.
It was one of the weirdest, like, just cool things. It's never happened just once.
For me, it was when I started a job and someone at my job like
Recognized
listened,
you.
yeah, knew me, knew the podcast, and
That's
I think they
weird.
only listened to it just the audio. They didn't see us
Mhm.
there, and I was just like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, my podcast, and he was just like, what podcast? I was like, The Average Boys, and he's like, wait, you're Trigger from The Average Boys? And I was like, oh yeah.
That's a good. Such a cool feeling, dude. It's such an awesome feeling. All right, well, Honda, what I want to ask real quick is give us the information on how to find your tattoo parlor, and then
Okay,
of course, like where to find you on Popular Loner and stuff like that.
so it's gonna be pretty easy. Like, and this is what I tell people about marketing and all this. So the tattoo parlor, I work there. The owner from there is his name is Derek, and it's called Ink House Tattoo Shop, and it's in Edinburgh, Texas, and it's right behind Taqueria Cuatro Vientos on Montecristo. For anybody who's familiar in the
Okay.
valley, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And our music, all you have to do is just type in Popular Loner on Google or type in my name, Freddie Honda, and I legitly come out, or Popular Loner comes out, and it gives you all the information that
Yeah.
you need.
And the E
Where
is
to
a
find,
3. The
yeah,
E is a
because
3.
the E has a 3,
Yeah,
and even if you put
LONE.
it, yeah, even if you put Popular Loner, like our shit still comes out, right?
It'll pop up, right?
But it would also, like, another song from Rod Wave comes out. He made a song called Popular Loner, so that also comes out.
Okay.
But it shows you links to like Spotify, iTunes, everything. So we're everywhere.
Excellent, dude. Well, I mean, I don't know if you have to bounce out already. We're already
Yeah,
at the
I'm
9:30
already gonna
mark.
have to bounce, but I was gonna tell you too, bro. So I'm gonna start a podcast pretty soon, and it's gonna be
Nice.
like a tattoo podcast. And I would want you to come join. Yeah, if you have ink, and what I do is I'm tattooing the person while I'm doing the podcast. Also, one of my other people that I also invited that you had with you not too long ago was
Mark?
Mark from the
Yeah,
Chew and
Mark
New.
for Chew and
So
New, man.
I've tattooed him while during the podcast as well.
Damn.
But his podcast, you know what I mean?
Yo,
So
what's good, man?
yeah, so I'll invite you, bro.
What's
So
good?
that way
What's
you
good?
can. That way
That'd be
I'll
cool, man.
invite you, bro. Yeah, so that way you can stop by and maybe we can do a podcast, talk about your podcast and your experiences and get a tattoo at the same time.
Oh, that would be dope.
Say less,
man.
dude.
Yeah, say less. That sounds like such a crazy experience, man. I've never even thought of doing something like that. That'd be so cool, man.
Yeah.
Triggs too. Like, look at Triggs. Triggs is like, holy shit. Like, I've never thought about doing that.
You have to come
Yeah.
down to the valley so I can do it to you too.
Oh, Triggs is here.
I
He's
am.
he
Oh,
lives
you're
here.
here?
Yeah,
Bro,
Brian,
I
our
live
other
in Pecan.
podcaster. Yeah.
Oh, where
Yeah.
are you?
But he'll be
Where
coming
are
down
you
too,
at?
man.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
on
from Jersey,
Pecan, homie.
right? Yeah.
Huh?
I'm in Pecan. I'm
Yeah,
in Pecan, dude.
he's here in McAllen. Yeah, he's here in McAllen.
Oh shit! Then yeah, both of y'all stop by, bro.
Yeah. For a minute, he was living in. You were in Bryan, right?
No, in Belton,
Belton,
which is like west of Killeen, about an hour and a half north of Austin.
Yeah, but he just recently came back down to the valley. Brian, our other
My
co-host.
bad, bro. It's because he had said something about it.
Yeah, no, we got another host, but he's in Jersey.
Yeah, he lives
Oh
in
shit!
Jersey.
Okay.
He's in Jersey.
Yeah, bro. I encourage you both. You guys to stop by, and then we'll schedule a day, and we
Most
can do.
definitely.
Maybe I can do a Marvel tattoo on you guys or something.
Yeah, man. I'll even
I'm down.
explain to you the tattoo I've ever wanted to get, man.
I'm down.
Like, yeah, it'd be so cool. I think you'd really dig it. I think you'd really dig it.
Yeah,
But
so
Honda,
after the podcast, bro, just hit me up, and then you guys hit me up, and then we'll get in touch.
most
Yeah, dude, let's do
definitely.
it.
Honda, I appreciate you coming by, man, and coming and spreading some knowledge and letting us know and just fucking making great fucking content, dude. Like,
Yeah,
I'm really
appreciate it,
proud of
bro.
you guys. I don't know if anybody gets to tell you that, but man, I'm really proud of you guys' hard work. Like, in a year and a couple of months, dude, you've managed to fucking build a whole ass brand faster than anyone else has in the music
I'm
industry.
fucking
down here.
hungry, bro.
I know, hey, dude, I see it, bro. I see it, man.
I'm fucking
And-
hungry.
And shout out to your team and shout out to Troy. We didn't get to meet Troy this time, but we definitely will, man. We're gonna
Yeah,
kick it one day.
I'll get him with me. Yeah, I'll get him with me. and Shit. I
But
got
for
you.
sure, man, I want to say I appreciate you for coming in, man. I hope we get to do some more collabs soon, man, and you really get to hang out and get to meet each other, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Likewise.
All right. Well, you have a good night. Let us know what's up, man, and thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you.
Laters. Triggs, that was such a great show, man. Awesome having
sure,
Honda on
man.
the show, man. Yo, Triggs, what is up, my dude? I feel like I didn't get to talk to you much. I mean, you kind of quiet there, getting all unpacked and feeling all types of crazy and shit. How you feeling with the new move?
Good, man. Good. I've been here about a week and stuff like that. It's just, setting up like other parts of the house, getting everything set up for like everything else, like other parts of the house, and just fucking tired. And then when we had moved, it was like in the middle of work and an event. And so like it's just been one thing after another. And it's been really, really hectic for me. And
So we got a little bit of time. I know we don't got much, man. And I want to kind of touch base with some little things that popped off this week. I think they're things that you'd really like to talk about.
what's good, dude?
All right, my man. Are you ready for this? So first off, I mean, we already kind of talked a little bit about it with our guest that we just had. Deadpool 3 trailer just popped off, Super Bowl. How do you feel after watching the trailer?
So first and foremost, it was a teaser. And it did exactly what a teaser was supposed to do, and it didn't give us much. Yeah, it just gives us the hype, right? You know it's here. You know it's coming. And in July, bro. In July. July can't come soon enough.
Yep. I think they did. I think it did its job. I think it did its job tremendously. I gotta ask you because there was some little little Easter eggs and stuff like that were kind of popping off a little bit in the trailer. So TVA's there, kind of pulls into Loki. First and foremost, we see all the characters from the original Deadpool movie there. So I'm guessing that he used Cable's watch to go and save everybody and just bring them back to life. And that's why the TVA is kind of like on him, because he kind of
probably, yeah, you know, all that time travel shit. You know, they're like,
he killed Hitler too. Yeah, because he killed Hitler, which wasn't even like, that's a whole thing, right? But I have to ask you, do you think, we know Wolverine's coming out in the fucking, we know it's already called Deadpool and Wolverine, but do you think that's Patches, the Diamond and Wolverine character that's mixed with what's her name? With what's her fucking, yeah, the Patches is the one from the Wolverine that's mixed with what's her face, with the chick that's with Scott Summers, not Jean Grey, but the other Emma Frost. You remember there's a Wolverine that's mixed with him that has a patch, and he wears like the white suit. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, vaguely. Honestly, like if they did do that, I kind of wouldn't like it. Mostly because weird. Emma Frost was such a throwaway character.
No, but this is Wolverine with Emma Frost characters' powers.
Yeah, I know. That's why, like,
Patches, right?
Yeah, but like with that, I'm really seeing like a resurgence of the Fox cast.
Yes, true. 100%,
so
100%.
With that being said, like if going down the route that you're talking about, it just sounds like a very bad What If episode.
Well, I mean, not to be weird about it, but we know that they're willing to pull some really deep cuts, dude. I mean, fucking Pyro's got
I'm totally down for that within the confines of the continuity that's already been laid out.
Yeah. Because what it looks like they're going with, if they go that direction, is going to be the Gamora Secret Wars, like when she goes off and kills what's his face, Thanos, right?
Requiem?
The Requiem story, right?
Yeah, the Requiem story.
That's what it looks like. I mean,
I can kind of see that.
Yeah, because like literally, there's a scene where I'm gonna try to bring it up real quick. Yeah, it's right here. Watch. Yeah, right here. The reason why I ask is because in this part, I have to do this. I have to share this with you because I am so stoked about this. I don't know why. That's 100% Wolverine sitting next to someone, right? I mean, we can.
Dude, honestly, that even kind of looks like a furry. Was it Ian McClellan, the guy who plays Magneto?
Magneto. Who did he mix with? Because like if this is that world that got mixed.
No, I know which world you're talking about. You're thinking of like the amalgam.
It's the one where instead of them wiping out half of the universe,
they combined
half of the universe together.
Yeah, no,
what a dumb fucking story, but yeah, it's that one. But that's 100% Wolverine in a white costume, right? A white suit, and the only suit Wolverine I know of from the comics is Patches.
Yeah, but at the same time, like that doesn't necessarily. And he's worn white suits before. I mean, there was one point where he almost married Emma Frost more than once, and he wore a white suit for her.
Do you think any of these characters are important? What the fuck is this? Is a furry arm?
Fuck it, dude. Who knows?
I don't know. It's got to be so. Dude, this trailer is wild as fuck, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. I like the fact that they made him like extremely ugly, dude. Like they like purposely like left patches of hair. Like they really went for like comic book accurate Deadpool face.
Yeah,
I thought that was super good. But yeah, I'm super like, I don't know, man. This like, oh, here he is. And just so you guys can see him, there's fucking Pyro, dude.
Pyro, dude.
Isn't that crazy? Which I mean, we can kind of understand that there's probably a Brotherhood of Mutants, right?
I mean, they're all coming back, so I think Ian McClellan's also coming back, and I think he's going to reprise his role as Magneto.
Boy, dude, I'm super. I think, man, dude, it's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be nuts, dude. I think it's going to be fucking nuts. Well, good. I mean, they made the promise of releasing the teaser or a trailer during Super Bowl, and we got it. And I think it did its job. It got everybody super hyped. I don't think there wasn't a person that wasn't a Marvel fan that posted it, that reposted it on their Facebook. I saw it all over the place for like a whole hour.
For sure.
It was nuts. What a good day. What a great day to fucking be a Marvel fan. The other one is, of course, Blue Beetle. The Blue Beetle, Mariduena came out in comments saying that he talked to James Gunn, and James Gunn is going to have him come out in the DC, his new DCEU. So it looks like it wasn't a one and done like they had said it was going to be. This is officially going to be the first character in James Gunn DCEU, / the fact that it's not, because Peacemaker is. What do you think about Blue Beetle coming back to the new DCEU?
I don't fucking know, dude. Like, that's gonna be such a.
It's weird already, isn't it?
Topsy-turvy, you know, like, I mean, if that's how he's going to start it, then cool. Now I know that I can have fun with this DC universe, right? Like, I know roughly where to gauge my expectation, like, with the DC universe.
Not be too hyped about it.
Yeah, you know, but I think for me, that's just like overall all of the DCU. All of comic book movies is don't get too hyped over it.
Yeah, especially right now.
Unless it's Deadpool or Spider-Man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking about Spider-Man, going back to the conversation, because we were brought into that conversation by Honda earlier. So shout out to Honda for it. He asked us about Madam Web. Apparently, they just released the idea and info for the embargo today. Did you hear about this?
I heard.
Oh no, dude. What do you so the embargo is lifted for the day before the release of the film. This is on the cusp of them releasing the embargo the day of Five Nights at Freddy's. And a lot of people are kind of have some feelings, mixed a feeling about the embargo. Hold on. What can we look forward to? The embargo being lifted the day before this movie. What does that kind of tell us?
It tells us that Sony says, don't watch our movie because it sucks. And or we're not going to let people talk about our movie and have them shit all over it because it sucks.
Give us a chance. Let us get out of the fucking. Let us get off the block first.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, all it is just them like saying like, maybe.
It comes out next week, dude. Like, and there's constant releases of new images and trailers.
But man, it comes out in 3 days.
Oh man, dude, that's rough. I know people that already kind of have tickets, kind of, and I say kind of because they don't even know if they want to see the movie. But
so I don't have tickets, but I'm not at all worried about getting good seats.
Yeah, I mean, fuck though. I can look them up right now. You can look them up day of, and there's not gonna be stolen tickets or whatever, man. I'm gonna be okay. Fine. Yeah, I don't know. It's something weird. Like, I don't see a lot of people hyped about this movie, and I don't know if you felt it either. But like in recent days, like the advertisement has kind of like dwelled off of it. Like a lot of people, like Sony's not really pushing on the release date. Like it's kind of like
they've done minimal marketing for it.
Yeah,
like think about it, dude. It's minimal marketing. Like you really are not seeing a lot of any like trailers, like 3 trailer, releases like we usually, your final trailer, your like mid teasers or whatever. Like you're getting none of that.
Nothing like that.
None of that. And like, dude, this is the first Marvel project that you really see that. Like whether it's like DC, Sony, or like Sony, Fox, Universal. I mean anybody. This is the first time you've really seen that, and like that's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No. I'm ready for it, dude. Like. This is like
I'm gonna see it day of like Valentine's Day. Like that's what Audrey wants to go do. She wants to go see Madam Web, and so we're gonna go see Madam Web. And
it's like a no lube kind of situation, though, right?
Yeah,
like it's just like
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in with an open mind.
Look, you just take a whole ass box of pizza, dude. Like I don't think anybody from the theater is gonna be like, "Hey, you can't bring that in," and be like, "Bro, like,
I'm here to see Madam Web."
Yeah, you're like, "I'm here to see this. You want me to buy a ticket? Like, I'm not just gonna sit here and punish myself. Let me have a pizza." And the guy's like, I understand. Here's a free cup of soda or whatever to be able to swallow refills, this fucking, dog. Yeah, please, to be able to swallow this fucking mess or whatever. Yeah, dude. Oh, Rob's gonna go check it out. Of course, he's like, I can't wait. Can't wait for Wednesday.
Don't get me wrong, bro. Sydney Sweeney, fucking Dakota Johnson, Isabella Merced.
They all look amazing. Even their costumes are great.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they all look amazing. But yeah, the last thing I wanted to bring up, and actually the second to the last thing, because I know the last thing I'm going to bring up, and that's specifically for you. The second to the last thing is Jeremy Renner has made a comment saying he is ready to return back to the MCU, and yeah, he's talking about coming back because of all the people from the Marvel universe that came to visit him while he was in the hospital and at his worst, like talking about like at a moment's notice, if they call him, he's there. How do we feel about this? I fucking love Jeremy Renner. Like my heart. Like
if he feels that he's ready,
I'm ready.
Then fucking let him, dude. Because that guy's a hoss. Like that guy is a fucking hoss.
That dude, his life. Like I love Jeremy Renner before that. Like he did an amazing job as Hawkeye the entire time. Anything he touched as Hawkeye was always good. The idea of him like loving his family, being like this dude that knew he just shot arrows, like he knew the meme of himself. Like he was Metal Gear Rising. You know what I mean? Practically in the whole goddamn game. Like he knew what he was. He was like, I'm a dude that shoots arrow. Everybody else is a fucking god. You know what I mean? Like, but like he loved what he did. He did it with like not unconditionally. And Jeremy Renner as a human being, like immaculated or what is it? How do you say it? Emulated the same factor in his real life, protecting his nephew in real life, risking his entire life to save that kid. Like, and then to like come back and you know tell people like, hey man, I really appreciate you guys, and to show my appreciation, like when you need me, I'm there. I really hope that
the whole like Marvel community was behind him, like you know, like the actors and directors and stuff like that. Like everybody was just like behind him on everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, we were all man. I was all fucking all over his Twitter every day, just making sure he's all right. Like I really hope that in some awesome memoriam they do something super cool for his return. Like
they would have to.
I really think he's the strongest Avenger, dude. Like straight up. Like I'll never not call him the strongest Avenger.
Yeah, dude, that guy's a hoss. Like a straight hoss.
Like I really hope like they bring him in and he does something that like Hulk is like strongest Avenger or whatever. Like just something, because he totally deserves it, dude. Like his comeback story is so great. Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to ask you on how you felt about it. I knew you were gonna be like me, dude. Straight up, dude, straight gangster, bro. Straight hood. Last but not least, I don't have this on a tab, but did you see the projections for Dune 3 or Dune 2?
Yes.
Dude, what do you think, bro? What do you think? Let me know.
I don't want to jinx anything, but they look like healthy projections. Mm-hmm. And if that's what like people are saying about it, then cool. Mm-hmm. But for sure you can expect like a great turnout. Yeah, especially with like the way that pre-sales have been going.
Mm-hmm. But not only that, I think the cast is legitimate, man. Like everyone on that fucking movie is like just hard-hitting actors. And they're not in a Marvel movie. They're not in a fucking DC movie. Like it's in a new IP, sci-fi, not some Star Wars bullshit. Like it's all on its own, doing its own thing. I know, like, yeah, like, I mean, Brian, you know, he talks about it and stuff like that. But deep down inside, like we all understand that movies cannot just remain in those big three and those be the only thing that people find, you know, comfort in or whatever. That Dune has its franchise, Dune has its fan base, Dune has its people that love it. And the amount of attention that they've done with the first story coming into the second with the characters that they have, like I think it's gonna be a fantastic film. I think straight up it's gonna be a fucking fantastic. I think it's gonna be a baller. Zendaya, bro, like just on her own is gonna just bring in 1 million people, dude. Like it's gonna be crazy.
Well, that and Timothy Chalamet, you know, like Florence Pugh. I mean, the three of them alone, like,
yeah, they're all heavy hitters,
huge draws. Yeah, and then you bring in Austin Butler, coming off of Elvis.
Mm-hmm. Josh Brolin, Jason Momoa, like.
Well, Jason Momoa won't be in this one. Like if he does, he'll be in
like a flashback or
like a flashback. But Dave Bautista, Christopher Walken.
Dude, Christopher Walken, bro. Like, and that's because like
the fuck, I forget her name, man. The chick who plays Lady Jessica.
The Jesse Ritter.
Rebecca Ferguson.
Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah, I think it's gonna knock it out of the park, man. And then I think I saw something else also that said the director is going to do the last movie, the third one, and then be done with it. Did you read about that too?
Yeah, Dune Messiah. And like for me, I'm kind of just like, why leave off on Dune Messiah? Like I mean, I can see why, because like that's kind of the end for the Paul story. Because like at Dune Messiah, like that's, like I said, it sort of wraps up Paul's story. Because in Children of Dune, like you'll see him there, but like his role is not as big as like as it was in those two previous books. Okay. Because like obviously I'm not trying to spoil anything, but like yeah, like Paul's not around like for all of Children of Dune. And then there's way more past that, because like getting into like the lore of like Dune, there's a reason you don't see artificial intelligence, there's a reason you don't see talking computers, there's a reason for all of that. And like later on, like in the other books, okay, apparently the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
Great.
Yeah. Audrey was just like, Taylor's boyfriend won the Super Bowl.
The what?
Taylor's boyfriend won the Super Bowl.
Like him by himself? Oh, great on Missouri or wherever they're from. I don't know.
Technically, to Kansas City, Missouri, but it's Kansas City, Kansas. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what.
Yeah, I don't think. That's the racist football team. That's about Indians. They're all white dudes.
But I love that dude. The Kansas City Caucasians, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but dude, honestly, like I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be super action packed, and like, dude, the fight. Like, there's a scene. Like, if you look up, Fade Rotha voice, there's a small fight sequence with Fade Rotha, which is Austin Butler's character and Timothy Chalamet, and it's like a
character, right?
Yeah, but it's at the this sequence is at the very end of the movie. This is probably like the last 15 minutes of the movie that this sequence plays in, and it's the start of the fight between Paul Atreides and Fade Rotha, essentially for like who's gonna rise to the throne. Yeah, like kind of, but like, dude, it's the beginning sequence of it.
Immaculate.
Fucking, dude, go look up Fade Rotha voice. Watch that 10-15 second clip. Fuck, that's good, dude. I'm telling you, it's so good.
It is a scene from this movie that's going to be coming out?
Yo, yeah.
Okay, so it's a teaser for that.
Yeah. Okay. Because like afterwards I started watching interviews, right? Because you know, like one of the things that like I really like doing is I love to see like how these actors prepare for their roles. Because like all of them give a fuck about like what they're reading. And Austin Butler also being like a method actor, he was kind of just like he was saying like, because like when you hear the voice for Fade Roth, ever seen the original movie, it sounds nothing like that. Absolutely nothing like that.
That's his own rendition.
Like this time he sounds more
scratchy. What was that?
Yeah, because like the sequence that you're listening to is like Paul, like he's doing like his, I'm not gonna say his like opening line, but it's like his I'm ready.
Yeah, his thing, right?
It's always can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're just kind of spatting out.
Yeah, and it's always may thy knife chip and shatter, right? And so Fade Rotha like replies and like in the voice that he uses is really scratchy. It's like may my knife chip and shatter. And
okay, like a pirate or something. Right?
Kind of, but he was like,
isn't it very much to like that Black Emperor dude, like the guy that's like,
yeah. As a matter of fact,
it kind of sounds like him from the first movie.
Yeah, that's what he's going for. He was like, well, that guy had like a very deep, scratchy voice, so I wanted to try and emulate that and bring like my voice into it because I grew up with him, right? Like this is like my character grew up with this guy, so it makes sense that I would somewhat sound like this guy. And Denis didn't know that, like, or didn't put that together. So like when he did it, like the first couple of times, he was like, "Hey man, keep doing that. We like."
Oh
that.
yeah, the director just dug it.
Yeah.
Oh, good shit. Good shit. You know what that reminds me of? I was watching what's his face? The guy that used to do Snake back in the day. What was his name?
Oh yeah.
Actor guy,
Kurt Russell.
I was watching his interview. There's this thing that's like all his major moments in life. Did you watch that video?
Nope.
The only thing that I was disappointed with is him not wanting to like be invested in Metal Gear Solid.
No, and I understand why. I respect it.
I mean, I get it. But like
it's the fanboy in you that wants that, right?
Yeah, of course.
And, like,
yeah. I just want him to be like, yo, bro, like you inspired this, you helped create it, like you should check it out, you might dig it. And he's just like, nah, man, like that. The way he said it, where he was like, but then again, like that's the culture we're in right now too, where everybody's taking these IPs and trying to like rewrite them, right?
But at the same time, I also understand where he's coming from. Like for you, your heavy investment is because that's a Hideo Kojima thing.
Yeah. But
so
no.
It's not
a
Konami thing. It's a Hideo Kojima thing.
Yeah.
So for him, that's not a James Cameron thing.
Yeah, it's not.
You know,
even in the concept
or
of
John Carpenter,
about, like someone remaking it or something, right?
Yeah, and like or John Carpenter, you know, and he was like, yeah, man, and like that's not John's thing, you know.
And he's like, he what did he say? He was like, yeah, man, let's just do something different, like fucking.
He was like, let's make another iconic role.
Yeah, let's not.
Dude, and I loved that answer. I was like, dude, that's a great answer. And he was like, but I also come from a different time. Like when we were done with it. Like, you know, and more so into that same interview when they were like, hey, do a little bit of Elvis for us. And he was like, I can't just, that's not how it works. You know, I can't just jump into that. Like I prepare for that.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really cool because you get most people that kind of just wing it, right?
Yeah,
like they just kind of wing that vibe nowadays. And this guy was like, well, I can't do that. I have to emulate that person. It's not just a voice I do.
Yeah, and you know, and I'm sure Heath Ledger would have said the same thing about the Joker. Like if they were like, "Hey, do a little bit of Joker for us," and he was like, "Hey, man, I it's not really how that works. Like I put myself into that character. Like
he had this really crazy guy that was like his best friend that he like emulated as the Joker. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. I'd have to show you that off camera. There's a musician guy that he always used to hang around with.
I do know who you're talking about because like he actually wrote him about like he wrote about him in that journal, like that Joker journal that he had.
And dude, if you listen to that guy, I remember he did an interview like on Johnny Carson. And if you watch that shit, you'll be like, holy fuck, this is the Joker. Like this is it. This is where he got it. But yeah, Triggs, I wanted to ask you about Dune and how you feel about it. And how do you feel about the director saying he's not going to come back after the third?
Honestly, if that's how he feels, then I get it. Because like if you feel like that your story is done with Paul Atreides, cool, leave it alone. Like if you feel that you can't give what you were giving us beforehand anymore, leave it alone. You know, you gave us 3 great movies because I know Dune Messiah is going to be fucking awesome, dude. You know, and if you can give us 3 great movies, yeah, dude.
Excellent.
Why?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good to go. Robert says, I got the bucket. I love it. I call it the Drake bucket.
Shut the fuck up,
no,
dude.
Jesus Christ, Rob. Fucking, what was it? Drake fucking unloading the snake on the plane or whatever, dude. Real Sam Jackson up in there.
Some crazy shit, man.
I guess that's pretty much it for the week. I mean, there really hasn't been much. I mean, the only thing that I could think of is like the Gina Carano going after Disney situation
with Twitter money.
Yeah, with Elon Musk on her side.
Yeah.
But that's not her. I don't think that's him jumping on just because it's him going after Disney. It was like a thing that he had told people that if you had been fired due to something that was said on Twitter, like let us know and my legal team will help you take action. And she
which makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah. You know, like, okay, cool. Like if you're going to do that and you're going to provide legal assistance,
this is
because someone was terminated as per your platform.
Yeah,
then okay, you know,
he's going to take responsibility for it and stuff. I think that's great. And they said they're going for it. The thing is, what's crazy is in the process of Gina Carano saying that she is going to go after Disney. Did you hear what she's asking for? I mean, I don't know a
No,
money
that
price.
I don't know the specifics of any
Yeah,
of it.
I'm not really familiar on the money price, but she's asking for her rollback. That's a dicey move. But you know what she also said too? She said in private she has support from a lot of her co-stars. Like a
I'm sure
lot
she
of her
does, dude.
like she has a lot of support, and they weren't in support of how they handled her situation. So like I don't know what that means. And I don't think we can kind of like I don't want to go off and say like we're gonna go off and make something up, but like to be able to make a statement like that, you gotta be like you gotta have the back of some pretty heavy hitters. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but
be able to
if
be
that's
that
the case, then you
confident.
know she has Pedro, on her side.
Oh
at the
yeah,
very
you know what I
least.
mean. Like there's
Yeah.
people, and then Carl Withers just passed away, so maybe there's even like a message from him. You know what I mean? Before he passed away, saying it
Oh,
was.
dude, I
injustice.
wouldn't ever use that. Like,
But you know what I mean, right? Like an
yeah,
injustice.
like if I was in like her position,
I wouldn't use that.
yeah, I would never have Carl Weathers like
a message from him or whatever.
Yeah, like his likeness in any way, shape, or form, or a message that he had left previous. I think that would just be in very horrible taste.
Yeah, I think it would be in bad taste, right?
Yeah, I would just be like, dude, like now you're just like grieve, like baiting us.
Yeah.
Like that's almost as low as us firing you for this.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm not
you know.
saying that it is, but I'm just saying like, there may be even possibility of him being a person that backed her up in the situation. You know what I mean?
Which he very well may have.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I know all these dudes were fucking cool. I'm sure fucking
Moff
Katie
Gideon or-
Sackhoff, Katie Sackhoff might have been one of them. Who
Shit, even
knows?
maybe Dave Filoni, dude, or John Favreau. Like maybe one of the heavier hitters just didn't agree with Kathleen Kennedy. I mean, we all know that there's been some turmoil in John Favreau's life with Kathleen Kennedy in recent times. So
Yeah,
like, that's why he's
not
kind
to
of
be.
been on the kind of like outside of the circle of it all right now. So like
Honestly,
I
I don't think he's outside of the circle. I think he's kind of the pot stirrer. If that makes any
Maybe.
sense.
yeah, maybe
Because
he's just
like
out there.
for me, like the way that I see him is like, dude, everything I touch is gold. Like
Uh.
I could make a fucking movie about farting for 30 minutes and
and
it
it'll
would,
do something damage.
yeah, and it'll out earn Miss Marvel.
That's crazy though, man. Yeah, we just heard about that this past week. We don't really know anything else past that, but it looks like Gina Carano is going to be going after Disney for what they've done to her, and then I think for her to ask for her rollback, like, man, that would be a huge slap in the face if they won that. Like, it kind of makes you wonder if there's going to have to be some litigation where they can't like write her character into like a death or something. Because you would assume that they'd be like, okay, cool, we'll bring you back. And then she gets fucking grenaded and blown up or whatever.
Dude, I would laugh.
You know what I mean, right? Like, they'll just be like, cool, we'll bring you back. And then just get her fucking shot, like, by the first episode.
JK.
Yeah, I'd be like, whoops, that was what's going to happen to your character anyways. Like, it would be, I think it'd be super crazy. I think it's a little petty, but, like, I'm all for it. Like, I'm all for that drama. Let Gina Carano go back and get that role. Like, she worked super hard. I think Gina Carano is, a person that like deserves respect as a female sports athlete and person who's worked her ass off to get to the position she's in. So like,
absolutely.
Yeah, I think
mean,
she needs a little bit more like respect on herself. Like then a lot of people like kind of like act like like she doesn't know what it's like.
She paved the way for
women's MMA,
for female MMA.
Yeah,
like say what you want about her acting skills. Got it, dude.
No, she's amazing though.
But
she's amazing as her character.
Yeah, no, and I agree. Like I'm just saying, like as like an actress herself, like I'm not saying that this Gina Carano's the next Sissy Spacek or whatever.
Yeah. Yo, but let her get them hands on one of them chicks talking shit at the ups on Disney, dude, and let her fucking rail somebody. I like this, man. It's so crazy to see those people pop off.
Dude, honest to God, like I guarantee you, like the next time she goes to one of those, she's gonna tell one of those fucking directors, like, look, I'll let you pick them.
What is it? You said I'll let you?
Yeah, I'll let you pick them.
Why does it keep fucking it literally it's like it's censoring you, dude. It's censoring you.
Yeah,
It doesn't
dude,
want you to say it, dude. It doesn't want you to say it. It's crazy. Every time you were about to say it, it's racist. It's racist to you not representing Gina Carano, what she would say to the higher ups.
So that's why I'm gonna get rid of this cable, man.
Oh man, you need a new cable. It's just what it is. Yo, but straight up, I think it's an interesting case. I can't wait to see. Oh my God, dude, speaking of cases, by far, before we go, we're about to leave. Jonathan Majors is being called out by more ex-girlfriends. Though it is not looking good for Jonathan Majors now, dude. And then not only that, from the Good Country Old Men or whatever movie he made.
Yeah, it was for
the Lovecraft Country. Bro, like they are fucking, even that squad is like, yo, he's a bad person. We had to tell other females to not get close to him. Dude, it is not looking good anymore for Jonathan Majors. Like, it's just like once the can of worms opened up, like those pantry toys or whatever, like they just, it all came out.
It is bad news bears for Jonathan Majors right now.
It doesn't look like that Kang the Conqueror is coming back, dude.
Not as Jonathan Majors.
Not at all. But yeah,
honestly, you know who I would like to see as Kang the Conqueror? Who? And I just saw the last movie he came out in. John David Washington.
Let me look him up. John David Washington.
He was in Tenet also.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I love that guy. And I think we recommended him. I recommended him for Blue Marvel because from Interstellar. You remember he plays the dude that just stays locked in the fucking ship for like 20 years by himself? I
don't think that's him.
Are you sure? The Space Madness guy?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's him.
Let me check it out. I'll check him out. Interstellar. I thought it was the same dude.
Mm-mm.
No way. I love that actor. Let me see.
Why? Just because he's black, dude?
No, I felt this guy's name. Oh, it's David Oyelowo. Yeah, David Oyelowo. I love this guy. It broke my heart when they got back on the ship and he was just like so messed up in the fuck, dude. I remember I was watching it and I remember almost bawled, dude, listening to him be like, it's been like 25 years. I
almost gave up a few times.
I was dying, bro, and he's like, it's good to see you guys. I thought you all died. I was like, God damn it, dude. This is fucking killing me, dude. This man just survived 20 years just because he thought his homies were still there. Denzel Washington, the equalizer, dude, just comes in and fucking smashes everyone. Dude. That man ain't gonna survive that fucking meetup, I'll tell you that much. What's the guy's name?
John David Washington.
John David Washington. Yeah. Okay. What was he on? Black Con, The Creator, Tenet, Malcolm Marie Beckett, Monster, Amsterdam.
He's
got some chops on him.
Yeah, he's got some weight on him. Yeah, and Gemma Chan was also in this.
Gemma Chan,
The Creator. Dude, she was in The Eternals.
Gemma Chan? Oh, yeah. She was also in Captain Marvel.
Yeah, but we don't ever
talk about that. We don't ever talk about doubling characters like that, like Viola Davis or whoever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? The Kingpin, and she was the mom in Iron Man or whatever, and
she was a tree, and she was a tree, and
she was Groot. She was Groot in Part 7. She was missing Reed Richards and shit like that. Yo, so throwing a fucking wild curve. Man, dude, we already said I wanted to leave like 4 minutes ago. God damn it, Trigger. Why do you keep doing this to me? Yo, it's almost confirmed that Pedro Pasquale is going to be fucking Reed Richards. How do we fucking... Huh?
It pretty much is.
Yeah, he pretty... Like, it's almost like...
No, like, the reason that I say it pretty much is, like, there's, like... other than Marvel coming out and saying that, is apparently, like...
His name's all over the place.
Yeah, well, no, it's his name has actually like come out in the SAG-AFTRA website that he's starting production on Fantastic Four. And the only source, or all the sources have been saying that he's only being looked at for one role.
Yeah. How do we feel about this?
Well, a little bit weird actually, because he's supposed to be Joel and Reed Richards.
I mean, that's fine because it's Last of Us or whatever.
But at the same time, like that's two franchises he has to bounce between.
I mean, then
And
the
he also, and
Mandalorian.
he has to stay. He has to stay with both of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, he'll be able to do it. Like actors do that kind of shit all the time. He's just making the money. But like, Reed Richards, Jewish, isn't he supposed to be Jewish too?
dude, they black whitewash everything
I know.
in Disney now.
That's been
Fucking
the thing
Snow
for like,
White is Mexican or some shit like that. No.
yeah, even though she's Danish in the fucking original stories of
Yeah.
Grimm and shit. Yeah, it's so weird, dude. Like, but that played a very prolific part of the story of them being raised, the weddings and the bar mitzvahs and the thing doing the little
Same thing with Snow White.
yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, how do you feel for Pedro Pascal for being Reed Richards? Are you cool with it, or think he'll pull it off? Or
My thing was, because, like, you know, for the people who know me, Rob Jefferson, you know, my comic book guy, you know, and John Campia kind of being my movie guy, and he was like, oh, well, you know, like, I have no problem thinking that Pedro Pascal is like the smartest guy in the room. And I'm like, while yes, that would be a prerequisite as to why I would want a Reed Richards, when I'm looking at Pedro, that's not what I'm wanting from him. Like, I'm not saying that I'm wanting an origin story, but I'm also not looking for, you know, future perfect either, like Reed Richards, where he's got like the bunch of kids who are that weird think tank,
Yeah,
the future,
tank.
the
Future Project.
Future Foundation.
Foundation.
You know, I'm not looking for that either. You know, like, kind of looking for like a Ryan Gosling age.
Yeah, kind of like
know?
a newer 20 late 20s.
I'm even looking for like a mid 30s,
Okay,
you know, role, not
little bit of the
mid
white.
40s hitting 50.
Yeah, like that dude that they had chosen for the fucking Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
He did such a great role. I don't know why they're not going to go with him, dude. I think it's such a John Krasinski.
Oh yeah, John Krasinski, you know, and dude, he's only like, I think he's like barely over 40. I think he's like 42 or something.
I don't know why they're not going with him. I really don't.
Honestly, it was like, that one really was just a fan cast. They were like, we're honestly just, okay, so he's 44. But yeah, that was more just, we're gonna give you what you want. And we ate it up. We were like, oh my fucking god, you know.
But then again,
like,
it's like I thought he did fairly well. Like, you know, he came in, he kind of held his composure. He looks like comic book accurate Secret Wars fucking Reed Richards.
oh, I agree. You know,
Dude,
him and Emily Blunt. Like, you can't write that.
Man,
Yeah, you cannot write that.
Man. Yeah, I was like, I would eat that and shit up in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, if they like out of nowhere were like, hey, by the way, J.K. Pedro Pascal's Doctor Doom, John Krasinski, Emily Blunt.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
You know, Reed and Sue
that.
Richards, I would be like,
yeah, I would rock that
oh,
shit.
yeah,
I'd rock that shit in a heartbeat, dude. Yeah, I totally rock that shit. They were even talking about that dude from
after that, I would be like, well, the MCU is saved. That's how you save the MCU.
Yeah, pretty much. They were talking about that dude from The Bear, right? The blonde-haired curly dude. The one that everybody was talking about.
I thought you meant Jeremy Allen White, but no, like Ebod, like he has a weird name.
Yeah,
like he's got a really, really weird name. Yeah, him being the Thing. Yeah, I heard that too.
That's pretty good. I hope that in Deadpool they bring John Chiklis back, the guy that played the Thing in the first movie.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I hope they bring him back. He did a really great job as the Thing.
The dude in 24.
The 24, yeah, or the fucking Shield or whatever the fuck he was.
Yeah, that's what it was. The Shield.
I thought he did an amazing job as Ben Grimm, dude. Like he was like
honestly, I felt like he was the.
He
Ben
was,
Grimm.
yeah, he really was, dude.
Yeah,
like Chris Evans was not Johnny Storm.
No,
you know, Jessica Alba, like
America.
Okay as Sue Storm, like
you can kind of see it.
Yeah,
you know?
I was with it. And then the guy that they chose for Reed Richards, like,
honestly, I liked it, but just because of like his British composure.
Yes, the only person that I truly thought did an amazing job was the Doctor Doom guy.
Oh yeah, dude, that guy from Nip Tuck. Oh
and
yeah,
dude. And I keep saying this like every week, and I hope that that's the Doctor Doom that they bring back for Secret Wars.
That would be
like,
that would be
Secret
so
cool because I guarantee even right now, even like him weathered, like older, like he would be a great Doctor Doom, like fantastic. And he did I think out of the whole entire film, he was the best part of those movies. Like my favorite part was when he when he soloed the Silver Surfer on the glacier and dude, that was so dope, man. That was so dope. But yeah, Triggs, what do you got planned for this week, man?
Honestly, man, gonna start working on my car. You know, really gonna start putting in some of that wrench time. You know, with the car. Got some stuff that I got to take over. I've got to do with the bar. Got some stuff coming up with that, and then our pinup contest over at 5x5 on Saturday. Yeah,
So
for the
that'll be this
Rockabilly
coming
Rumble. Yeah, over at the Rockabilly Rumble over at 5x5. I'm going to be one of the judges for the pinup contest over there.
Dude.
So, you know, yeah, man, go get some good beer and watch, you know, look at some good old classic cars and, you know, the
So
Rockabilly
you guys are
pinup.
gonna go see Madam Web, dude?
I am.
No, I'm just kidding. It's because it's next week. It's because it's next week. Other than
And
that,
then Valentine's, you know, I'll be doing that.
Yeah, I just want to say I hope you guys have a really great happy Valentine's Day. But yeah, dude, that sounds really cool. So again, where can they find the Rockabilly thing?
Over at 5x5, over in Mission. Yep.
Right next to the seed building, or it's that set building?
Yeah,
or?
I think so. Yeah, the seed building.
Seed building, which is like that cool like think tank in Mission. That's off of,
something like that.
Yeah, I remember. It's a nice place, dude. But that's cool, man. What time does it start?
Like at noon or something like that. Like I need to check the flyers. The flyers are on my Facebook. You can go to the 5x5 page. It's also on the Still Tap page as well, the bar that I represent. My bar is sponsoring, you know, the pinup contest, and so like I said, I will be one of the judges for it. And yeah, dude,
Mad App's gonna be the best movie of 2024.
Dude, honestly, like if it like blows me out of the park, dude, I'm gonna be like, bro, low key it slaps.
Look, watch. I'm gonna tell you right now, if it comes out and pulls a Metal Gear Rising, surprises everybody. Look, for when Metal Gear Rising dropped, no one fucking liked that game. It wasn't until people literally understood who Armstrong was and the memes and all that shit like that. It was like, this is the greatest thing. That would be like when Morbius with the Morbin time, like that.
See,
dude.
and you know, I actually liked what was it? Rising or Revengeance or whatever.
Yeah, Revengeance.
Yeah.
Revising.
Yeah, like I actually enjoyed it just because of like the style of play.
I liked it because of the silliness, dude. Like, there's literally a whole ass chick that you fight that just has arms as weapons, dude.
Yeah, I know. She just like shoots him, and she's like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I know. It's so dumb. It's so wild, dude. But then it's like it's a Metal Gear game. Like, what are you expecting? The other one, of course, is like the Mexican scene when he comes out of the car and he's wearing a fucking sombrero and poncho, and it's like trying to fit in, but he's like a cyborg, and he just like rips it off, and he's like, "Later's, amigo," and the guys are like, "The fuck." And then he kills a kid, or then he fucking slices a kid in half in that scene. Remember?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and then the eyeball scene where they're like, "Are they fucking killing kids or whatever?" And then all the eyeballs fucking turn and look at him, like they used to. Yeah, dude, you fucking. Oh, that game is so silly, dude. Like through and through, the game is weird. But
dude, and that's because I'm playing through Phantom Pain again.
Oh well, Phantom Pain is not that bad of a game. Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid V is not that bad of a game. I just thought it was a very bad idea. Like, and the only reason why is because it was the last game in the franchise, and they still haven't told us what the fuck Big Boss did. Like, what the fuck did he do that made him a legendary soldier? Like, I get that he did stuff.
Honestly, like, dude, and fuck Hideo Kojima for doing this, man. And like, honestly, like, I really have to think that it's the whole. Him taking down Boss.
But he did take down Boss.
I know. Like when he took down Boss, like after that they were like the legendary soldier, Big Boss. I was like, wait, you guys are giving him that already? Like, yeah. Don't you want him to like get a little bit more seasoned?
Well, that was the thing. Like, it was almost synonymous that when he took out the boss, the female, right? That he instantly inherits that name because it's given by the United States government's president, right?
Yeah, but after that, they were also like the legendary soldier, Big Boss, and I was just like, okay, dude, I get it. Like the team he took down were really
yeah.
hard.
He literally stopped like World
They
War
were
III
really
or
hard.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally did the job. But then of course, like us knowing the interfaction of it, of him like of Boss herself, like not being a traitor, literally giving up and sacrificing herself for the greater good of the country.
Yeah, being a triple agent essentially.
Yeah, and being like just a hoss, dude. And then like all of a sudden, like that's why at the end the chief of the CIA comes up to him and tries to shake his hand, and he's like, fuck out of here, dude. Like he gives him like the rawest dog eyes, dude. Like just dogs him, dude. And but my thing was like, okay, so this part in the story is when Boss was supposed to go to like Zanzibar. And then you get Solidus that finds Jack the Ripper like as a kid, like in Africa or Mongolia, and then raises him. Like this is all that part. Yeah. Like V is that part, but then they're like, whoops, body double. He's actually on a beach drinking a martini. Whoops, who's this guy? A pilot. Oh, and what did we do? Plastic surgery and a lot of fucking tapes or something. He's
by the way, now. Liquid Snake is also right there, and he's crazy.
And who the fuck is this kid? Yeah, and Ocelot's like
Snake.
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah, dude, fucking goddamn Metal Gear Solid 5, dude. Ocelot's hey man, get on out there and show him you're that guy.
Yeah,
just be that guy. Because I kind of know, but I don't know. But yeah, like you don't really look like him. I can see the scarring and shit, but like, go get him, Tiger.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, this is gonna work. Fucking Kazuya, or what's his fucking name's like, I don't have eyes, but this guy doesn't even sound like Boss. Like, what the fuck?
But at the same time, lead this entire facility worth of people.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic, Boss. We're going to be great. And then even knowing that there was a possibility that Kiefer Sutherland voicing the voice of like, everyone was mad it wasn't David Hayter. And then when we realized that it wasn't even a DNA character of the original Boss, like Big Boss, that only David Hayter voices clones and Big Boss. Like, I was like, well, fuck Kiefer Sutherland. Let him have fucking the pilot, whoever, some random motherfucker. But this destroys the whole entire aspect that the nano machines, all the stuff that they were pushing in the first other games, the other PlayStation games that were popular, that none of that shit mattered, dude, because all they needed was some parasites, some fucking cassette tapes. They just needed one of these, you know what I mean, with some fucking cassette tapes in it, like, and they're like, and bro, Big Boss is back, baby. Like, dude, we can make a pilot into Big Boss. That dude was a nurse. That motherfucker was a nurse, and then became the greatest fuck. He's killing the fucking philanthropist, fucking Metal Gear Solid. Like, he's just canning that shit off of some fucking combat medic training, dude. You know what I mean? Like, he just rode a horse, bro. Like, he got out of the coma, was walked through the hospital by Big Boss, got on a horse. That's the only training this and lost an arm in the process. And now he's doing the exact same thing Big Boss can do. No, but even better, dude. Even better. Because Big Boss never fought a big-ass Metal Gear Solid, if you think about it. He only fought the big car one in the last game. Now he never fought the monopod or whatever, the walking big old Gundam. The game walks backwards. I swear to God, the game walks backwards, dude. If you could have made a Gundam, why make a little turd T-Rex version for the other game? Why don't you just go back to the 80-foot tall one that you guys were fighting with that? And what did he have?
And then you have a lizard one afterwards,
bro. And then a mantis. Remember a manta for the water?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, I'm fucking dying. I'm dying. Metal Gear is gonna fucking ruin me, dude. And then not only that,
that's why I have white hair.
Fucking white hair, bro. And then Metal Gear, and then fucking Hideo Kojima comes out with the president of PlayStation, and they're like, we're returning back to the fucking
stealth, the tactical stealth
espionage. I was like, fucking dude, someone run by and kick this dude in the shin, bro. Just kick him in the shin. Don't hit him in the dick. Don't knock him out. Don't check him. Don't chin check him. Just kick him in the shin and tell him to stop. Like, finish Silent Hill. Leave fucking Metal Gear alone. Stick with Death Stranding. Did you see that guitar trailer?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, dude, I was like, yo, that's fantastic. I don't get it. The giant machine is sounding like a baby, and this guy's got a guitar and he's kicking ass with it. I don't get it.
Did you ever play Death Stranding?
No, I never got to it.
Okay. So Death Stranding is a very interesting game.
It's a
Like,
network
it's-
system.
Yes and no.
You're in a computer. Like that's the way someone told me, and I was like,
No, no, you're
that
not.
works.
Like you're not in a
okay,
computer.
yeah, I know you're not, but like when someone was like, yeah, you're literally like a network. Someone connects the fiber optic, and you're that. You're the connection, and you're just connecting fiber optics. And I was like, oh. And then those other things are like the McAfee antivirus. Oh,
That's like okay. That's
like the
like
dummy
the
version
that's
of
like
it,
the
though.
bad crude version of like the game where it's like whatchamacallit, like Civil War is about two super soldiers kicking the
mad
shit
at
out
each
of
other.
kicking the shit out of a guy with a heart condition after one of them killed his parents.
bro, we need to do summaries of all the Avengers movies, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking great. Two genetically altered
Super soldiers beat
Marines.
the shit out. Beat the shit
shit
out of
an engineer with a heart condition.
with a
While
heart
his
condition
friends watch.
after one of them kills his parents.
While one kid with parkour is really good or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking, dude. I'm gonna rewrite that shit so bad. All right. Well, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Someone did explain Death Stranding to me as that, and I was like, oh. And then someone said
that's
it
like
was
the crude version.
Yeah.
Like that's like that explanation.
And then even to make it worse, someone was like, yo, it's the inner turnings of the AI of Pangea or whatever it was in Forbidden West. It was the whole computer system.
Fuck up.
And then he's like, Bobby, my brother, was like, yo, look, the costume's right there. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
brain was all
Hideo
warped.
Kojima's putting Easter egg stuff in his own games.
Oh no,
Ooh.
man. Oh god. Fucking oh god.
Fucking Bobby.
So wait, what happened to the fucking why? Okay, the guitar guy, please.
So I have no idea. He's probably a brand new character. I think I know who he is. I think he's the main bad guy of the first game, or he looks like the main bad guy.
Yeah.
Of the first game.
It's a
Troy
revolving
Baker.
character. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a revolving
like-
character. He was in the other one, he said.
I was about to say, it was like he looks like Troy Baker, or he looks like Troy Baker's character.
Yeah, because I
And-
remember someone says like they mentioned his name and they were like, "Oh, look at this guy return for Death Stranding 2 in this trailer," and I was like, "Oh, okay." No one told me about the guitar wielding crazy guy. Cool.
Yeah, because like the main bad guy is like really into music, like really into music.
dude.
And
And
as
I
a
thought
matter
it
of
was
fact, like
such-
you actually deliver pizza to him, like there's mission because like you can take because essentially you're like the
delivery guy.
premise is that you are a mailman. You're a
Thank you,
mailman.
Hideo. Fucking
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima, dude.
You're a mailman who fights off ghosts.
Hideo Kojima. This guy smokes like the wildest coke, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Like he does all of the drugs, writes and
Writes all of it
and fucking comes out with bangers. Well, Troy Baker's character is like the main bad guy, right? There's like particular levels of like how sensitive you are to the ghosts, essentially, or to the Death Stranding.
Mhm.
Anyway, he happens to be a very, very, very sensitive like individual. Well, he has like a little base off in the middle of nowhere, and he puts out requests for pizza. So you can get the pizza and go deliver it to him, but he's never there. He never receives it. You just drop it off, and he's like, "Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, here's like this." But if you do it in a particular time, like under a particular time, and you deliver all of the pizzas to him, or fulfill all of his requests, like he gives you like this like super rare gold mask or some shit like that.
God, dude, Hideo Kojima, dude. What a fucking baller, dude.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, I
He's
saw
like,
that trailer.
I don't make video games. I make cinematic
I make movies. or
video
whatever.
games.
Yeah,
I
he
like
even said it
cinema
too. He's like, I
as
make
a video
movies.
game.
So yeah, dude. Hideo Kojima said he's returning back to the espionage scene, so that'll be interesting to see in a couple of I guess a couple of like 20 years or whatever.
Who knows, dude?
Yeah, who knows with Hideo Kojima shit. They're
Well,
gonna
I
wait
mean,
for-
you know, like one of my favorite Game Boy games. I mean, granted, this is a Konami game, but it was like kind of slightly overseen by Hideo Kojima because he used
Police
a
Knots?
lot of his mechanics. No, it was actually Boktai. Boktai.
BOA
Boktai.
Buktai.
Yeah, Boktai.
Buktai. And what was it about or what?
It's about vampires, right? Like you play, you know, as the Solar Boy Django, and like you're It's like like almost like a spaghetti western, and
Okay. Makes sense.
like you're fighting off vampires, and these vampires like killed your dad and your mom, and like you need the sunlight to charge your weapon. So like when you like your ammo is directly connected to how like much exposure you actually get outside. And like so there was like a little solar sensor like on the Game Boy cartridge, and you would have to go outside and charge your like
your weapon.
your weapon real quick, and like go back inside or play outside the whole time. And
That's
like
cool.
yeah, dude, it was really fucking cool.
You had to physically go outside, didn't you?
Yeah,
I do remember this. I do remember this.
Yeah, it was the game that forced you to go outside and play.
I do remember that. Holy shit, dude. I did not know that was a Hideo Kojima, but that makes a fuckload of sense.
Because like one of his things was like you could like wall crawl and then like and like like do the knocks, and like you would like attract like like zombies and vampires and stuff.
Boktai. That is wicked, bro. Game Boy Advance, right?
Yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ. I do remember this concept. Wow. That's interesting, dude. That's really interesting. Well, yeah, man. Thanks for that fucking return to craziness.
Right? That huge rabbit hole we went down for 30 minutes.
Yeah, man. Triggs, good show, man.
Yeah, man,
Good
for sure.
show. That was fun. It was fun having Honda. We didn't get to have Troy on the show, but the guys from PopularLon3r, guys, if you get an opportunity, go check out their music. They got some great stuff. Mine was Get the Fuck Out. It was a great song. Very cool, classy. I think it was fun as fuck. Like, that's one of the best songs I heard out there. So go check them out. Really cool guys, and make sure you support them, like their stuff, share and subscribe. Guys, I want to say I appreciate every one of you guys for always jumping into the podcast and being here with us and jumping to the comment section and sharing our stuff. Appreciate every one of you. Keep doing it. Keep helping us out to grow. We appreciate every one of you. Triggs, I hope you're going to do good. Maybe I get to run into you soon. We're talking about hopefully doing a moving show soon. Get out there and get some stuff going on. We got some things in the pipe.
Yeah, man.
To have and do some good
dude, I'm
stuff.
about it.
So we're going to check it out, guys. We want to say thank you very much to all our extraordinary listeners. We appreciate every one of you for turning in. Don't forget to like us. Don't forget to share us. Tell your friends about us. Get us people to come in and join the chat. It's always a pleasure having you all, and we hope you guys have a great week. Get out there and kick some butt. Enjoy your week. Stay positive, and we'll see you guys again here next Sunday on the Average Boys Podcast. You guys have a good week, and we'll see you later. Madam Web's going to be the best.
Indeed.
Yeah. Bye, Sony. Bye.